happy to admit it. Yeah, that's really about it. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. No.
I cover my bases.
Out
I
there.
taken care of. Cool.
So I didn't get to set up the recording properly until after Joe Rogan and everything discussion. So starting now, but we're good.
Oh, now we're gonna miss on
Capture
the
10
last minutes of Canada got Joe Rogan.
Mr.
The
Joe
less
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, the better, man. Like, honestly, he's a silly bitch. That's the only thing we have to take away from that conversation. So when we left off, and let me pull up your character sheets real quick so I don't fuck up your names again. Okay.
Cool name.
When we left off, it's Elvish. Ocelot was in the form of a cat hiding in a pile of crates from Tiberius Reston and our resident paladin, Arner Jadekeg. They've cornered your friend Noctis. Where the fuck did I put that name?
Ignis is my friend, right?
Ignis. There we go. Okay.
Onyx is his last name. Thank you very much.
This is why you sort by alphabetical order, guys. Pin him for pickpocketing. A man Moldovius is out here in the crowd somewhere within, say 50 yards or so. Like close enough to maybe see this, maybe not. It just kind of depends. And we're going to pick up with Blind, our wood elf. About to put him in hot pink armor. You've just disembarked from the Foie Gras, a ship which you snuck on board, and you refused, like an asshole, to pay tithing to the Church of Bahamut, and walked past the street preacher with nary more than a shake of the head. I hope you feel terrible. You're going to have a wisdom penalty in the next session.
No.
No, so we pick up from there with Blind. So as you kind of mingle in the crowd, you have not sighted your target yet. What can you do to find your target? No, it's a leading question. Follow me. Got to get y'all together.
I need a reminder of the
Keep in
target.
Yeah. So your target, they're not given a physical description, but you do know that he will have a blue cloth wrapped around his left bicep, and he seems to carry a lot of strange gear. He won't look particularly like anybody else, even though this crowd covers all shapes, sizes, and species. But something about him will stand out, and that will be the equipment he's carrying. And again, like I mentioned, blue arm band around the arm.
Okay, so I'm searching for this man.
For context, you're standing next to a gigantic statue of a human with his arms out.
All right, I'm going to climb the statue to get a better look around. I want to get up
There you
top.
go. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's see. I got to roll the thing. So is that a D20?
Yep, D20 plus your dexterity modifier. And are you proficient in acrobatics?
I am not sure.
Look at your character sheet. It's the top skill.
Yes. Hey, look, you're proficient in athletics. Good fucking God, man. Holy
I
shit.
didn't add anything to that yet.
Starting off.
I hope you feel some measure of disgrace. So as you size up the statue, which actually looks perfect to climb, you take a step and you stub your toe. Take 1 point bludgeoning damage.
Damn it. I've done a silly goose thing. That's terrible.
Does he scream in pain?
Do you scream in pain, or do you try to muffle the noise?
I will muffle. Out of embarrassment.
In either case,
I was just wondering if I could hear him from where I am because I don't know how far he is from me.
you don't hear him through the crowd. There's enough noise going on throughout the front market that you just can't overhear him.
Real quick,
and
can you role play exactly the noise? I just want to hear exactly
If you like the role play, go for it.
You want
Make a noise, just one noise.
You've got that recorded for the soundboard we're going to make later, right?
That's
There's gonna
exactly
be a mod
how
replaced.
that's exactly how I stub my toe.
Those exactly.
Yeah.
sound like when you take damage in Minecraft, man.
Okay, good.
Anyway, so that didn't work. The street heckler priest, whatever you want to call it, kind of suppresses a grin at your misfortune and turns back to yell at the oncoming masses. Meanwhile, you are still far away from the quarry and you don't know how to find them. What can you do?
Are there any other tall buildings?
Yes, there are other statues. There is Big Titty Elf Lady to the side.
Wait. Is there a very, very strong individual somewhere? Perhaps
there is
tossing someone who is 5'6" into the air.
Okay, so part of the appeal of the concourse is that it's also kind of a tourist trap for those that disembark and they're looking to just spend time in Menagerie and leave. And every tourist trap needs a tour guide. And you see off to the side, waving her pamphlets around, with just utter passion, her blonde hair flowing in the breeze, a 6'9" female minotaur with short blonde hair.
Step on me.
Wearing a sundress. She's got like a big cow nose and these gentle eyes, and she's just really, really laid it on thick, trying to get people to take her tour.
Okay, how about I go talk to her and I propose her this? I will take her tour if she is willing to toss me as high in the air as she possibly can. During which time, I will look around for the blue armband man.
Okay, I saw in the discussion, Jenny, she does have hooves, but she also has hands.
She's a minotaur, right? So I would she would just buck me really high.
Okay, would you want her to like buck you with her horns, or like pick you up with her hands like a baby?
Yes.
Like a guy?
Hands.
Upsy daisy.
Upsy daisy. Okay.
All right, so this episode starts
I'd
off with
like you
Hartman
guys to know that outside of D&D, this metaphor has played out in my life many times.
I fail to see how, but okay, we'll go for it. Her name is Patricia, and she is going. Yes, her name is Patricia. And let me see.
The tall lady from the new Resident Evil that everyone's like.
Okay, like the nice version of that. Okay.
But Minotaur at the top.
Yes, but Minotaur.
I am putting that in my notes, so I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna make sure you keep it consistent more on Big Titty Minotaur girl.
Okay, so plus her strength modifier is a +3, so that's 6. She takes you under the armpits, like trying to kind of finagle and like get around your armor, and she really does her best, but she's not trained in like physical acts. She's more of a performer and a sweet talker, so she just kind of and like brings you back down, and she goes, "That will be 5 gold pieces, please."
All right, my move now.
It's a total crap.
I desire to steal 5 gold pieces from the pockets of one of the tourists in her group and then give them to her.
In full view of Patricia, the sweet tour guide, you're trying to steal. Fine, okay. Turning around, you see a kind half-elf family, a mother and a father and 2 children with ruddy red cheeks. We're just so excited to be in the concourse. You also see off to the side fucking a dwarf, and he's got bread. I don't know, he's a baker or some shit, trying to sell them some bread. And that's who's in your immediate vicinity. That's your targets.
I will desire to actually go speak to the half-elf family and ask them for 3 gold pieces. And my play is that I will say, like, I'm going to look at them and be like, "Hey, I am also somewhat elf. I would, could you help a homie out? We're family after all." And see how that goes.
I too go up to people in the fucking town square and say, "Hey, I'm also a white dude."
Hey, I am also a Negro. Would you have $1 Did you say that how charity works? I don't think that's how charity works.
I don't think that's how it works, actually.
Well, that's my play.
The father, looking at you with the look you'd expect one to have when seeing somebody wearing hot pink armor and what we call light green. He kind of clutches his children to you and addresses you in, let's see, what languages do you know? I think it's Sylvan that elves speak.
Yeah.
Sylvan is like, yes, can I help you? You gotta role play a little bit, bud.
I don't know, I don't...
You just want 3 gold pieces?
You want 3 gold pieces?
Hey, I was wondering here if you had... See, I'm also new to this here concourse, and I was wondering if, as a fellow member of the elf community, if I could bum 3 gold pieces off of you, as I've gotten myself in trouble with the scary Minotaur lady.
Scary Minotaur?
Scary.
You mean Patricia? We see her all the time. She's the nicest. What, you can't afford 5 gold pieces for a tour?
Hey, I didn't tell him how much. How does he know that?
He's taken the tour before. It's a well-off family.
He just said he knows Patricia.
Oh, damn.
Tourists.
That's tough.
Do you not have any money, Blender?
I'll tell you what, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Try to convince this family to give you their hard-earned money. You scoundrel.
You gotta just fucking pay him, dude.
Okay.
Let's go!
The mother turns to him as he's beginning to kind of tear into you, and she says, honey, you know we've been on hard times. Perhaps this fellow, too, is coming to Menagerie with, like, looking for some kind of new purpose. Just give him the gold. We can afford it. And so the husband kind of grumbling and muttering, kind of turns away from you for a second, and the wife brings out her satchel and gently gives you 3 small gold pieces, and for free, a kind smile. You feel slightly warmed in the heart
some
area.
exposure.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so he got 3 gold pieces?
3 gold pieces, yes.
Okay,
I should
so-
mention you have starting gold. You have, like, some gold to start with you.
Yeah, now I'll just go pay
I
her.
don't know if... Okay. I didn't know if I ever talked to you about rolling for starting gold. I don't think I did. Okay, we'll just go with it. That's fine. Let's say you got enough to cover the difference.
Wait, I have gold from my background. Do we get more?
My background as well.
No, just stuff in your background.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
your
cool.
background in your class, you roll for like a 1d6 or something. I don't know. I've got to look at the rules again. But
I didn't roll, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
you pay Patricia. She takes her gold in her hands and she goes, "Thank you so much. If you'll step right this way," and she begins to lead you back into the throng of people that was causing such a headache for you earlier. And like, because she's so tall, she just kind of glides right through them towards the main track leading to the Moon Concourse. Now, back to the action. So, Ocelot is stuck under several crates, and
Meow. Meow.
I believe Bonner J. Keck was trying to
Meow.
kind of take the boxes away and move him away.
Well, hold
While
on.
you sit,
There's still a Dragonborn, right? Did we apprehend the Dragonborn?
yes. Oh, he's talking to him right now. Would you like to see what he's saying to him?
Okay, we're talking. Never mind. I'll keep moving boxes. I thought we were fighting.
Whoa!
Just
Paper fight.
just for context, so you know what Mr. Breston's doing. He has this poor Dragonborn up against a wall with his forearm pressed on him, and he's muttering to him under his breath. You can almost smell the alcohol and the day-old booze from here. You see the pyrite gold tooth glint in the sunlight, and he's just pressing into him, and it's just all kinds of terribleness. Hi.
Okay.
Buds in the
You can't
back.
hear us.
No, don't worry about that.
I'm
We're
witnessing firsthand
not gonna
police
worry about
brutality
that.
of Menagerie. I see.
How does that make you feel?
Not great. I mean, I'm gonna. Is he like roughing him up, or is he just being an asshole?
You see him pull a dagger out of his belt and make a comment
Okay.
about picking off his scales to pay his bar tab.
Do I see this?
You're in the boxes, brother.
You hear this. This is all within the range. You hear this in your cat form. You hear him
Okay.
kind of shove him up against the wall, and you hear a low, authority voice. Why don't I pick off these scales and pay my fucking ale?
Yeah, I'll
And like
tell
he kind of like starts to, almost like how you clean a fish. He starts to angle the blade up underneath one of the scales on Nox's collarbone.
What's his name again? Tiberius?
Tiberius Preston, yeah.
Okay, is this Generic's turn right now, or can I also do something?
This is not return. This is just kind of
Got you.
social.
Tiberius.
So y'all
Be careful. We don't need to. We just need to take him in. We don't need to rough him up here. We'll get him processed.
He's a fucking scaly. He's a fucking crawler. I bet you got spies south of the wall. I bet you're trying to overthrow this beautiful city and bring in your fucking.
What is Tiberius wearing?
He is wearing. Let me see real quick.
Okay, more important question: are his heels?
Are his heels exposed?
Yeah.
He's wearing half plate. So his heels are exposed. Basically, half plate is just like leather pants and a breastplate, shoulder guards, and gauntlets.
Okay. I'm going to, hearing this and him threatening my friend, I'm going to dart out of the boxes, and I want to latch my little cat fang to his heel.
Roll the hit.
Okay, all right. Here's the plan. Okay, let me roll a hit real quick. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you before you say the plan, you gotta land. You gotta.
You gotta land the hit first.
Oh shit, I gotta. 12?
12 plus. Are you? I guess a cat fangs would be
technically unarmed, right?
Yeah, you're a cat. I mean, you're a cat, man.
Okay. I think it's a convincing argument. Teeth attacks dagger.
No.
How?
No.
Tell you what. Because it's your only special form.
Wait, no. Because of Hex Warrior, I get to use my charisma modifier for attack and damage. So my charisma modifier is +3, so it's a 15.
Okay, 15 ties his dexterity.
Wait, but are you a Hexblade yet?
He's second level. He's got the feature.
I'm second level. Yeah, I'm second level. So
Oh, right. Different level.
Hex Warriors.
No, I got you. Yeah, go ahead. I was missing.
Yeah, so they're not going to do a whole lot of damage even with that, but
Okay, but I'm just trying to get my fang. Right. Okay. So I do. So like I run over to him. I dart up from under the box, half generic, and I leap my little claw mouth. I sink my little claw teeth into his heel. Right, like the back. Like I'm going like. Let me roll for damage.
My dumbass. No, it's not going to be a typical thing. I think a cat bite. What's the fucking stat block for a cat? Hold on, I've got the manual right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know the cats are.
Oh, it's going to make me mad. You're going to make me search through shit. Okay.
D4.
D4?
Roll a D4.
Yeah, roll a D4. Fuck it.
Yeah, if it's any more than a D4, I'd be kind of shocked.
I mean, they're in the manual. You can check.
Let's go! 4 damage.
Fuck yeah!
Okay. Wait, then I get a +3 for my attack because of Hexblade, right? Or Hex Warrior, right? Yeah. So it's a 7.
Oh no! I missed. No.
Wait, is that how that works?
No. Cats are a D1. Never mind.
Fucking Gotti.
I was about to say, that's like a D1,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's 4 damage.
So it's still
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, so you dart out of the boxes, past the paladin, and you sink your teeth directly into the exposed heel of the guard. It goes through his boot, and you manage to just get into the soft tissue just enough to annoy him. Preston yells, "Oh!" and he kicks back and tosses you away.
Wait, hold on. Can I roll Constitution to hold my teeth into him?
That's going to be a strength save.
Can I do a strength save? I'll do a strength save.
You're not going to use your base strength. It's going to be a cat score. So
Which is a minus-
pull up the block.
-4. It's a -4. You have 3 strength of a cat.
You have the strength of a cat. I want to tell you, bud.
-1.
You better roll a fucking 20. Oh, that's sick.
Oh!
Big money.
So he successfully tosses you off, and you land across the alley, roughly 10 feet away because you're a tiny creature. Getty, as you see this happen, what are you doing?
Me? Oh man, I'm gonna.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, is he still fucking kicking Ignis's ass? Or
You
is he
still got
kinda-
it pressed against the wall, yes.
Okay,
You just kick
I'll
the
just-
cat culprit away. Now keep in mind, you know this cat can.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
all you
true.
heard me say was like 6, 7, 8. Meow.
Okay, so I know you can talk. Like, I don't think I've ever met a cat that can fucking count to 6. I think that's a decent assumption.
He's got to count his lives, bro.
That's
true, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just tried to calm Ignis. No, not Ignis. Tiberius down. It's okay. We'll take him in. I see this fucking cat. Is Vaden running away, or is he just kind of?
I just got tossed, so I'm.
Okay. Are you running away, or are you staying here?
Right now, you're prone. You're prone on the other end of the alley, about 10 feet away.
Okay. Can I like pick up the cat to keep it from running away?
You can.
Do you want to be picked up?
You can try.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up and I'll try to calm Ignis. It's Ignis. We'll take them in for processing. This is not our job.
I don't know.
Okay, if you want to try to pick them up, do you want to contest that?
Heck yeah, I do. I literally. Okay, so are you coming over to pick me up? Or do I see you coming over?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like violent. I'm just like, you just got kicked
I'm
in the fucking side of the room.
Wait, what race are you? A dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay. I think keep your tiny little dwarf hands off me, fiend. And I like get up. So I'll this is where we do the roll part, right? Where I try to if I. Is like a dex roll for you to escape him, or is a
yeah,
roll
both
for him?
You need to. Let me think. So you
have dexterity.
Yeah, you can both roll dex. If you can make a compelling argument to use a certain skill, I'll allow that.
Can I roll strength? I don't think that makes much sense. But
this is the most fun part.
And then strength to like hold me still.
This is technically a grapple
of having two characters
technically
in conflict with each other.
Matt, does this count as a grapple? Can I use strength?
You're trying to grapple him, I guess. I mean, if you want to use, but you have to get, it's a cat, man. It's a tiny. Tell you what, because it's a tiny creature, I'll let you use strength, but you have disadvantage on the roll. You have to roll twice and take the lower number.
20 and 19.
Yeah, meanwhile, Chris, you just roll once.
How do you just do disadvantage?
Yeah.
Error. How do you do disadvantage?
Oh, do 1d20 disadvantage, and then space dis, and then just add 3 to it.
What was 3? Oh, big money.
No!
Oh my god!
I rolled a 4!
You've done before.
Okay.
Well, nat 1's Trump modifiers.
Yeah. So critical.
So critical failure means that the worst reasonable thing that could happen in this situation usually will happen now.
Usually will happen, yeah.
So even if you have a plus 10 to a nat 1, it's still probably not going to go great.
Okay, Ocelot, he rolled a nat 1. If you can beat a nat 1,
I rolled a nat above it. You see?
Did you? I don't see.
Yeah, I rolled a. It's right above Jennifer's roll. It says add Jenny.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you rolled a 9. Dope. Okay, so the grapple doesn't work. Despite your best efforts to calm down this talking cat and catch him, he nimbly dives away from you. What are you doing now, Chris? Are you going out into the crowd? Are you trying to save your buddy? What are you doing?
Okay, 2 things. One is Ignis trying to like get him off. Like, what is Ignis doing right? Like, is Ignis?
What is Ignis is struggling, but his strength score is like, and so he has like no advantage. And Breston is a level 4 fighter that dumped both of his points into strength, so he's not getting away.
Okay, where
I
is?
want to check if you wanted, but
where is Lesnar?
Lesna is off. I mean, she's in the crowd somewhere, but she was in the middle of it and she dipped, and she's just not around.
All right. Okay, so I look at Jenny. What's your character? I forgot.
Arner,
JK.
Arner? Okay. Yeah. I look at Arner. I'm like, okay, look here, man. Do you see what this guy's doing? Are you okay with this? Are you okay with this like police brutality? Like, what is your problem? Are you trying to pick up a cat right now? You're trying to knock out? You're trying to pick up a cat. Look at me. Look, what am I going to do, right? I just bit him in the heel. He flinched at me, okay? This side is over here trying to skin a Dragonborn for what? Robbing an incel? You saw that, dude. Or maybe you didn't. I don't know.
I didn't.
But what's the deal? What's the deal? Like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a fucking city guard, brother. What do you want from me? Just come to the office with us. We'll get you processed. I'll calm down my friend. Neither of you will be hurt.
Make him let go of Ignis right now, and I will do what you say.
Tiberius, drop him.
First and foremost, you're not his commander. Make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
You're not gonna tell me shit, young
Don't
lad.
tell me shit, young blood. First day, you trying to boss around a rookie?
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do if it fails, so I don't give a shit. Hello? Oh, I forgot to.
roll.
Yeah, I'm just stupid.
Happens.
15 plus. I'm
rolling.
proficient in persuasion, so it's a 19.
That's
Holy
very
shit.
solid. That's solid. That's
Holy
a solid
shit.
one, King.
Okay, wow. No.
Yes.
Tiberius takes a moment to consider because you've kind of gotten on his case like nobody has before. His entire career, in just the past 20 minutes or so, first with the family that you told him to stay off of, something about him kind of compels him to respect you. Just you stand up to him. He takes the knife and, turns away from Ignis. And then he goes after the fucking cat.
No.
Is he
no.
going after him with like an attack?
With the knife. He uses his movement and takes 2 steps and tries to slash down at Ocelot.
Okay. We're in combat, I think.
We're in combat.
Can I-
Go ahead and you guys roll initiative, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, me and Hartman I'm just walking around.
Yeah, no. I got plans for you. Don't worry. I haven't forgot about you.
Oh no, this is great. I'm having a great time.
Wow.
120.
I want to see.
We
I wanna
can't
see
kill my-
initiative roll.
Okay, this is out of character. We can't kill my fucking buddy in the. I mean, he's not my buddy, but we can't kill my superior in the first 20 minutes.
Hell
Is that a
yeah.
challenge?
I'll be a fugitive.
Challenge? Is that a fucking challenge? Okay,
Oh, I think also,
I'm
Matt.
sorry, no,
I think
I did that
you-
wrong. Hold on. I'm rolling for one character. Oh,
Why is
no,
it-
no.
I think
Rolling
don't you
forward.
have your
Well-
separate channel so we can't see your rolls and like get.
He can.
entire info?
Well,
you
I'm
can also do it here.
just putting this out there. The 12 is going to be no, it's advantage. So the 12 is going to be where he lands in the order, and then I guess Ignis is going to try to scurry away. So
Okay.
what's our initiative order right now? Who's got what?
I'm 8.
You're
I'm
8.
20. And then
Boys,
so Ignis,
20.
Ignis is what? Ignis is
He's
Ignis?
trying to scurry away and save his own hide, literally.
Okay, so Ignis is not in combat.
Not in combat, no. So it's just the 3 of you.
Okay, so I get to go first. Yep. Okay. So he's coming at me with the right
With the dagger, correct.
with the dagger.
Bear in mind, you're a little ways in the alley, but there is a full concourse just outside, full of people. So if you need a quick escape, you have something.
Okay, real quick, give me 1 second. I am going like how narrow is this alley? Like, is it wide? Can we like go around someone?
It's about 15 feet wide. It's
Okay,
just full
that's plenty
of
wide.
and shit.
Chris, are you just a cat? Do you have like a human form or some shit?
We'll get to that.
It's
Right
just
now,
now.
right now,
Going
it's
through-
not.
How much gonna be hard if you're doing 1d1?
Do you understand? I'm a Hexblade Warlock who's just a cat who does a D1 every single attack. Wait, hold on. I gotta pull up my other character sheet that has my actual.
This is actually great. I'm working on a paper. Well, I'm listening, but I'm also
While
typing.
he's doing that, Blender, why do you have so many fucking people in your room?
Yeah, you good?
Are we about to?
You're not talking to us,
Yeah,
by the way.
I think you're inline microphones.
Oh, I live with the dude.
What is that? Is that his chick or is it just
Yeah.
a? Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
They're watching us.
Anyway,
It-
watch-
We're watching down.
You okay,
you're
Blender?
watching down.
I've heard you.
What they see is destiny.
I've heard you.
Oh,
You're an asshole. I've heard you make some good voices when you're reading characters, Blender. So I'm still gonna expect voice acting with them in your room.
Okay,
Bro, we better get some good voice acting. Okay.
Hartman, if they need to like get freaky or anything, you can move the camera. It's fine.
Yeah, or you can leave it.
Yeah, we need to.
And move it to your face
Of
to
them.
give it privacy. That's what
Of
he
them.
meant. We're all
them.
full of wholesome, upstanding young men in this chat, okay?
No, we're not.
Not really.
Okay.
yeah, we're all sitting down.
I'm
Yeah.
black, so I'm automatically disqualified.
God, God damn it. Okay.
So I'm gonna dash. Like I'm gonna scurry as a cat and like book it around him. And if Ignis like going back into the crowd right now? Is that where he's going?
Yes, he's bolting back into the crowd.
Okay, I am bolting back to Ignis, and I'm gonna run past him, and I'm gonna jump and grab onto Ignis's back.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Okay. 16 plus 2, 18.
18. Okay. With some practiced ease, you manage to scurry and jump onto the back of the Dragonborn. You're now both running away. He's got a speed of 30 feet per round. What is your speed, Arner?
25.
25. Okay. You fall a little bit behind, as does Tomlin Breston, who has a speed of 25 because of his armor and the fact that he's kind of old and like can't fucking run. So you manage to kind of get off into the crowd. Go ahead and roll a perception check to see if you lose them or not.
Oh, me? Or them?
Yeah.
Okay,
You go ahead and roll.
Perception. I am... Where's my perception? -1, baby.
That's wrong.
You gotta do a space. Roll space D20.
-1.
It's a 13. You don't have to do a space, by the way.
Oh, well, it didn't work for... There we go.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, no, DC was 14. You both lose them almost immediately in the crowd. You're officially out of combat.
Hog.
Good job, guys. First encounter of the campaign. Not a single strike was thrown. Not a single spell cast.
And it was within the party.
Yeah, I did 4
lost
damage.
A single fucking hit point. And only 2 party members, and they're fighting each other. Great job, DM. Good job. I'm happy with this. So, getting back to things. Moldovius, you're kind of milling through the crowd off to the corner. You don't quite want to go to the Moon Center yet. You kind of want to look around. What do you see? What are you looking for in this free market full of like bodies and tourists and goods and items? What are you looking for?
Well, I just got off a boat, so I'm primarily trying to, like I was trying to do last time before I took like a D6 of psychic damage from being in a crowd. I was trying to find somewhere to go. I'm still in the middle of the crowd, right?
Right.
Yeah. Is there like an area of like less density nearby that's like very reasonably observable from where I am?
How do you mean? Like just less dense, or like a higher up, or what?
Just like I'm not going for like a vacant area, just like, less people, so I can like, sit for a second and like look around for somewhere to go, because
Yeah, actually, there is a cafe, like an open air, like New Orleans style cafe, kind of more towards the wall. Again, like I'm working on the maps, guys. I'm sorry I put the thing in the description, but if you can imagine where the fight took place as one of like the southwest kind of like rays of the sun from the concourse, then if you go directly west, there's a small little open air cafe where you can order a cup of coffee or other beverages that you like. It's fenced off as well.
Yeah, I just did a bunch of traveling. I feel like I kind of want to sit with my stuff, look through some paperwork real quick to make sure that I got my affairs before I go back into the rest of the city. So yeah, I want to head that way.
Okay. You enter the gate. You are directed to take a seat by a waitress, very pretty blonde-haired human. She's got an apron. She's got a little bit of flour on her hands. You get the sense that this is a nice, cozy little family establishment. They're just trying to get people happy, give them something like a good first impression of the city. What would you like to drink? She says.
I want a boiling cup of black coffee.
Right up. Absolutely. Of course. That's one of their specialties, actually. So she heads to the back. You take a moment and you breathe in this warm kind of river air. You're not used to it, but it's very refreshing, very bracing. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. And through the crowd, you see a large blonde minotaur kind of directing an audience through all of them. And she kind of brings them by, and she gestures to the shop, and she says the name. It's the Dreary Gnome. Thank you for stopping by one of our establishments. And she's giving this gigantic, wonderful speech. You can tell it's very well rehearsed, very well practiced. And her crowd walks right by the gate where you're standing next to the table, or where you're sitting at your seat. I'm sure y'all kind of see where this is going. Blind, are you still on the tour?
Yeah, I haven't left. I'm using the tour as a canvassing so I can look around and find this dude.
Side note: tornado sirens on right now. This is fun. Anyway, continue.
Is it really? Shit, I don't hear.
Yeah. You're good. Continue.
Cool.
Death is
But
temporary.
yeah, how invested in this local tour are you?
Hey, I mean, until something happens, I'm on it.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. Remind me where to find those.
How do we calculate that? I don't know how.
Oh, I see.
So, passive
It's 12.
perception. Yeah, it's 10 plus whatever you would add on a perception roll.
I have my passive perception is 12.
12. Okay. You walk right by a young Fire Genasi man sitting, waiting on his cup of boiling coffee. I'd ask you to roll, but it's literally so fucking easy that you spot a blue armband right there in the crowd. Right there, you can't believe your luck. How fucking easy is this? What do you do?
You mentioned I was a target. What do you mean by target? Am I?
Target's not the right word. You're not in danger.
I was like,
So
am I about to get mugged or some shit?
I
See,
will.
No.
I will break away from the tour, having paid my 5 gold, and say goodbye to the Minotaur lady. To which I will proceed to come up in front of the table of the Genasi man. I will sit down, and I will ask him how he's doing.
Okay.
With no other context.
Let's hear a voice, brother. Come on.
Do some acting. Let's go. Oh, roleplay.
So after I sit down, it's
Dude,
how are you doing?
do you have my
yeah.
coffee?
What do I look like? A waiter?
If you're not a waiter, why are you at my table?
Well, I've been searching for you for quite some time now.
That's great. I'm looking for a cup of coffee. Do you have my coffee?
No, but if you'd like, I'll order another one and see if yours gets here faster. Then perhaps we can talk.
Okay. Awesome. You do that, and I want to look back down at my papers and ignore that he's there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, didn't I say that I had to talk to you? I've been looking for you for a while.
Are you going to buy something from me, or ask me to make you something, or give me any information that I actually value as of the moment?
Well, the information you need and that you should value is that I've been searching for you for quite some time. As
You
I've
said this. You said this
right
4
now.
times. You can add
Or if
something.
you want.
Oh my god.
Have y'all ever seen the Potion Master bit where he's like, Potion Master? My potions that you found?
You can't handle my information, Genasi.
As you begin to kind of argue and like tensions sort of rise, the pretty blonde waitress returns with a piping hot cup of coffee. It's actually cast iron mug that's got a piece of leather wrapped around it, like insulating it, and you see it is still bubbling and frothing as she sets it down in front of you. And she turns and clasps her hands in front of her apron. Super sweet, super nice, super rehearsed to get tips. And she turns to her new guest, and she takes a moment to compose herself at the sight of like the hot pink armor. And she asks you sweetly, she's like, oh, what can I do for you, sir? What can I get for you?
I will just have a tea, green if you can. And when I say that, I hope you understand that I mean a cup of black tea colored green. Diet, specifically. Thank you. Now, that I have my order and you have your coffee, perhaps we can discuss this. I have been sent by Elven royalty to discuss matters with you.
Can I say, before we continue, Blender, could you pull your mic a little bit away from your mouth, please? It's kind of peaking a bit.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, continue.
I come from the Elven royalty as they have asked me, since they have enlisted the help of a far-off kingdom, they've now placed me in your company. You are the Curious Artificer, are you not?
Is pink a normal color for Elven royalty?
Well, no, but they wouldn't have sent a guy on a mission looking for an artificer if he wasn't a little unique, huh?
So your definition of unique is being as conspicuous as possible in a publicly crowded area in hot pink leather armor?
Precisely.
And you ordered tea that you wanted filled with food coloring.
Well, you want to talk about being conspicuous. Note the giant blue armband you always wear and the mountain of gear. Where are you going? Base camping?
I don't know how that would be your business unless you're trying to make a purchase. And if you want to buy something, I have a lot of fantastic wares. Specifically, I have this new device I've been trying to work on. It's actually a mobile artillery unit, actually. It's going to be the newest thing in military technology. I actually have some schematics for it if you want to purchase a prototype. And I just want to go reach in my bag and look for a bunch of flyers and stuff for my product.
As you're doing that, the waitress kind of comes back and touches your shoulder blind, and she goes, the only way we can serve this to you is in a clear pitcher. We just want the cups in the back. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fantastic. And she comes and goes away. Is this the Key and Peele tea? Is that what you ordered? Is that what it is? Not one sketch? Is that what this is?
Yes.
For Tanjli 3000 and they're sitting in the fucking cafe?
Yeah.
You motherfucker. Okay.
High speed.
Yeah,
Okay.
baby.
So it uses an internal convection engine to form magical projectiles that can be fired from up to 30, even 60 feet at some points. And since you seem to be a very nice guy, I'll even give you a discount. How do you feel? I haven't actually built one yet.
I have a proposition for you. Noting that
I'm willing to haggle. Go ahead.
I've heard that there's a technology in Menagerie that you might enjoy getting your hands on.
That's a little ambiguous, but also very specific. Sure, go ahead.
From all I understand, according to what I've been told, is that this technology is extremely dangerous. Far more dangerous than your little gizmo you're trying to pawn.
It's an automated magical projectile engine, not a who's what's it. And also, it's extremely dangerous. That's why I'm looking for it.
Oh, you're looking for it?
Well, of course. Dangerous things make the best weapons, and the best weapons you can sell for the most profit.
Well, what if I told you that I don't know what it does, I don't know who made it, and I don't know why it's so dangerous? However, I am searching to help you find it.
Can I just take a sip of my coffee and stare at him for a second?
You're more than welcome to it. The silence kind of builds and grows. And Jenny's taking a break for a second, so just keep on role playing if you need to. Go ahead. The waitress returns with a large pitcher, and it looks less like tea, but more like lime green paint that someone stirred. Just kind of boiled and toiled and roiled around, and then finally kind of settled into this colloid texture. Very strange, but not unpleasant smelling concoction that she sets down in front of you. And before she leaves, she says, "There you go. I hope you enjoy. Just let me know when you want your check, and I'll be right back. Also, please leave. City Guard is right over here. Thank you." And she dips back inside.
Why, thank you. As Marcus, what's his character's name?
Moldovius.
As Moldovius looks back up at me, he only sees me halfway through this entire pitcher of tea, constantly moving it down, not stopping at all. And mind you, it is literally boiling.
Is there a menu at this place?
There is. She put it in front of you. She just kind of assumed you only wanted drinks. It's mostly small beignets, fried doughs, sugar.
Yes, I was just wondering, do I know generally how much my drink costs?
You know, it's maybe 2 silver. It's kind of she threw another one on because of this specificity. It's mostly for the presentation. The whole cast iron mug, the cup, the saucer, everything, all of that. 3 or 4 silver.
Okay. I want to take a couple more sips of my drink and just look at him while he's chugging his fucking paint, and just ask, are you paying, or am I paying, or are we splitting, or I don't know.
I can pay if you're willing to enlist me in your company to help you find whatever item this is that you're searching for.
Do I owe you wages?
No. I'm
Do
here
I-
to help. I'm
do
not
I owe
here
you-
for payment.
Do I owe you benefits?
Absolutely not.
Do I owe you
couldn't handle
any
myself.
guarantee of safety?
No, I actually owe you the guarantee of your own safety.
So I'm in no way responsible if something caused by me or not caused by me in some way endangers your life.
No, but I cannot promise you that we won't end up in dangerous situations, but I can promise you that I will do my best to ensure that you survive them.
So if something were to happen, you would be fully willing to die on the front end before me.
Absolutely.
And as
What
you're
a
saying
true
this,
capitalist.
there's a slight commotion in the crowd behind you, and a young platinum dragonborn with his hood up and a small orange cat on his back kind of darts out from underneath a Goliath's armpit and just kind of sprints across the causeway and leaps over the barricade of the cafe and goes to hide under a table, pulling the skirt of the table down to cover his face.
Moldovius, did you see that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Can I go over to them?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I
And
want
I'm
to.
definitely whispering to. Why the hell would you hide under this? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Everyone just saw us hide under. Oh my god, you're so.
Can I just bend down and lift up the thing and just like look at them for a second?
Make a strength check.
Wait,
No,
I
you
have
can
a-
Strength
I have
check
a-
or lift a.
as
No,
a
I'm saying you can
member of
absolutely
this,
do that.
How
It's
far
really-
away would you say their
Okay.
table is?
They're like maybe 3 or 4 tables over, like not far at all.
Okay. I make a Okay, so Moldovius, my proposition is that we should get up and walk over there together to see what's happening.
Or, let me just hear me out. I would like to walk over there and lift up the tablecloth, and I just want to do this. Just like do this, very politely, at Chris and his compatriot. And I'm assuming that you're hiding from somebody. I won't tell anyone that you're here if you are willing to pay me for it.
Ignis grabs your tail really quickly before you can speak, Chris, and he goes, "How much?"
Let's see. You seem like you broke the law, which incidentally is just a system made by whatever ruling party exists to uphold power dynamics that influence the lower class. And even though I don't agree with them, I am kind of in need of money from my components. So I will say 1 gold piece, and I will not scream that there is a cat underneath this table that somehow just spoke.
I haven't talked yet. Clarify,
speak.
I haven't talked.
You may have heard a mumbling.
Ignis grabbed my tail and I did.
Yeah, you may have heard 2 voices, but you didn't hear. It wouldn't make sense for the cat to speak.
Okay,
Just-
but
Okay. So
I'll-
Ocelot, as a authoritarian left on the political compass, is very not chill with the whole "I'm type deal. And he kind of digs his claw into the back of Ignis's neck, and he turns and looks at him with his cat eyes, and he's just like, and he doesn't say anything. He sits back down on the shoulder. and he just, like,
so you're not okay with capitalist extortion?
I am not. No, I was gonna have a fun fact segment before all this. Was that fun fact? Karl Marx and Ocelot and Onyxius have very similar political compass. Very similar.
Unbeknownst to any of you, behind you in the crowd, this Goliath is talking to a tall human in half-plate armor with a gold tooth, and he's kind of indicating broadly where something might have just gone that just bumped under his armpit.
Am I with them, or have I separated from Tiberius?
You're right behind him in lockstep. You hear the Goliath, this like towering, large humanoid with like large dark tattoos, kind of like look down, and he's speaking in a broken accent because his main language is giant, and he just kind of broadly indicates, "He jumped over the guard. He jumped over the post." And he's just kind of gesturing at the cafe. And you and
alright.
Tomlin Bruston.
So I'm still involved, like seeing what's going on, right?
You are still here.
Yes.
Okay, seeing what's going on over there, I will briskly walk over to the table, realize what's happening based on the fact that Jenny's character was asking where the cat was. I will walk over to the table, open my cloak, and gesture to the cat to get in.
I stop, and I look at Ignis, and Ignis is like, dude. Is this dude a sexual predator? Like, why is he flashing this? Why is he flashing a coda?
We're offering you help in exchange for financial compensation at a later date that can be negotiated. Get in the coat.
I look at Ignis. I bump it with my forehead, and then I hop into his coat.
See, but Ignis can't get in the coat, so you're just leaving your buddy fucking high and dry under a table.
He'll be fine. Wait, no. I hop into the coat. I kind of like, you know how cats like climb up things where they're like, I do like that. I climb up to the top of like towards Blind's ear, all 5'6" of him, and I move my nuzzle into his ear and I say, take off your clothes, give it to the Dragonborn.
What's your reaction to this?
So take off your clothes, give them to the Dragonborn. You're in the middle of a cafe.
The last time that
Chris, I think it's weird that you.
Wait.
I think it's weird that you don't think that we're not going to charge you for the cloak.
We're getting there.
The last time that a Dragonborn saw me without my clothes on, they vomited. Is that what you want?
And who's asking?
Well, you apparently.
Okay, you got me there. Just pick him up and let's just go. Let's get out of here. We're wasting too much time.
Pick him up. What do you mean pick him up?
Look, just Ignis, come on. And Ignis, does Ignis get up for?
Yeah, Ignis is kind of like frozen in fear. He's not really a smart guy. He's a sweet dude, but like he's just a deer in headlights. You've never seen a bigger, doe-eyed, sad, shiny lizard. He's just kind of looking back and forth between Moldovius and looking back and forth between him and Blind, and he's just like, I don't have any money on me right now, but I know how I can get some. The cat talks.
Yes, I'm aware the cat talks. And we already just said that you can discuss this at a later date. We need to get you out of here.
Okay, how much for the talking cat?
Okay, as this is happening, Tomlin Breston and Arner Jadekeg have taken directions from the Goliath, and they've begun to make their way over to the cafe and the adjoining markets. They begin their search by checking the windowsill because Tomlin Breston thinks that he was gesturing towards this display case, which has lots of stuffed animals and overpriced goods for tourists and children.
Okay, wait. First
We're
of all,
getting close is what I'm saying.
Moldovius, to answer your question, 30 gold. Secondly, follow me. Get up. I know a way out. We can go down the back alley. I have a way out of here. Let's just get here. Let's go.
Moldovius, do you possibly have a gadget of some sort that involves a large net?
I think I have a spell for this, actually, but I'm trying to...
Put Ignis in the bag. I don't know what you have to do it, but put Ignis in the bag and get out of here.
Ignis? The full-size Dragonborn in the bag?
Yes.
I don't think I have a spell for that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could fit a full living person in a bag. I appreciate the energy.
Okay, I tear the tablecloth off of the table, drape it over Ignis, and we start moving to where the cat says.
Perfect. Okay, we're going. Okay, follow me. We're going south. We're gonna go back out of this alley, and I know a place we can go.
So, in order to head south, you have to lead through the southern kind of waste gate, and you head past the same market where Tomlin Breston and Arner Jadekeg are currently inside harassing a storekeeper.
As we pass by, I whisper to Moldovius. I'm like, see that dwarf over there?
Yeah, the one extorting his power in a militaristic police sense. Yeah.
God, so well. I love it. Yeah. Anyway, he's the one who's after us. So speed it up.
Oh, do you need weapons to kill him? I can sell you weapons to kill him.
I was muted, but later. I need to say, I was fucking screaming at Marcus that he's never seen me extort anyone. He saw me for 2 seconds at a fucking cafe window. He doesn't know shit about me.
You heard what I said earlier. The police are a weapon of the upper class. You're a tool of the bourgeoisie.
Pretty sure it's a monarchy, but
Breston, for his part, throws a display case over, scatters a very expensive father stuffed plushie. It splits and scatters. The shopkeeper, an older halfling woman, starts fussing at him and start picking up the means, and you just kind of sit there holding your hammer.
I mean, okay, do I see them leaving or like?
Take a perception check.
Okay. Persuasion.
By the way, for anyone who wants more,
Perception. Sorry.
For anyone who wants more, this is exactly how I look at the moment. So I'm on blind like this, pretty much. Like.
I got a 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
You see a curious troop of figures walking past you, Beatles style. A fire genasi, a very, again, I can't stress this enough, exuberant hot pink armor-clad individual directly behind the genasi, and then a small hooded figure that has a tail hanging out of the back of his cloak. It's covered with a cloak, and you can't quite tell what it is. And they're all walking like Beatles Abbey Road style right in front of the shopping, the storefront.
I'll gesture to the halfling woman, like, I'll be back later. I'll sort this out, and then I'll pursue the group.
Okay, so you take off. Do you leave Tiberius behind?
I mean, if he's coming, I'm not going to say anything to alert them, but I'll sort of like tap him on the shoulder and motion to the group to say, like, look at them.
Okay. He does a double take. He kind of looks at you, slackjawed. He's like, and just stays bent over for a second. If you want to wait on him, you can. If you want to head off, he'll catch up. But it's going to take a second for the actual item in the head.
I mean, I'm going to start pursuing. If he gets left behind, he gets left behind.
Okay, they're not far away. I know I kind of said this, but let's say you get mingled in the crowd. What's your current marching order? Who's in front? Who's second? Who's in back?
I'll be in the back.
No, I'm in the front because the cat's telling us where to go. So me and the cat are in the front.
So Ignis is in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are so obviously like one of us is wearing a thick burly coat that they have to be holding shut to make sure that the cat doesn't fall out. We have a stressed out dragonborn and
the big silver dragonborn, correct me if I'm wrong, they're not covered by anything, right? They're just still a big fucking lizard.
They're covered by the table.
Yeah, they're basically.
He's covered. Yeah,
I missed that. Thank you.
He looks like either he looks like a ghost or a member of the KKK, depending on which.
Or both. What is the place?
On Starbucks green. They're like that dark foresty Starbucks green.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean,
gotcha.
I'll start walking after him.
So as you walk south back towards the alley you just emerged from, where you were counting your coin, you pass again this same tour group. Patricia waves at you just as kind of a thing of recognition. Doesn't even slow her step. Just kind of keeps walking backwards, and people either part and get out of her way, or they bump against her rather large hind and are kind of shoved out of the way. She makes an indication like a sweep to turn around and almost knocks over a young couple that were holding hands in her way. In the meantime, you're actually in the crowd. You are lightly obscured. So anybody trying to see you, you're going to have disadvantage on perception checks. Getty, you are currently maybe 20 feet back. You had a good beat on them. You could see kind of what they're doing, but they kind of dispersed. And I need you to make another perception check to see if you spot them in the crowd again.
Okay. Can I hold on? Okay, no, that's not going to do anything. Never mind. I don't know. Do Dragonborn count as like fiends or anything? That I have.
No.
Fiends are demons and shit.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Man, fuck me, huh? Yeah.
If something's a fiend, it'll very obviously be a fiend.
Okay.
I I actually wait. What? How do you feel about me using spells outside of combat? Like if I still fly,
Got a big fucking zero.
so I can still do it. Okay.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. How far away is he from us right now?
He's about 20 feet.
I
And,
don't know, but he just crit.
Yeah, I just rolled a 0.
oh, never mind.
Yeah, you rolled a 0. So yeah, you've completely lost him in the crowd, and you're kind of standing amongst this throng of people. You don't know where Mr. Breston is, and you're just kind of standing there.
Can I?
What do you do at that point?
Oh, me or him?
Garner, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, can I fucking? There's a million people around. Can I say like, did you just see a group of people with a cat and a green hooded person?
Yeah, definitely. You stick your hand out and you ask around in the crowd to see what all you've seen, and an orc passing by just kind of turns and he goes, yeah, I see something go this way. And he just kind of gestures back southwards towards the alley that you recently came from.
Yeah, okay. Is Tiberius anywhere near catching up with me, or is he still kind of off in the distance?
If you were to look around, you don't see him.
Okay, good. I don't mind ditching him. I'm gonna pursue the group where the orc pointed me.
Okay. Guys, you arrive at the alley unscathed. Your coin is still miraculously untouched somewhere behind these crates. Ocelot, your equipment is in that secret place I told you about, like roughly 50 feet away and a story up. And there is, or Ocelot rather, a clear escape to get to the Crooked Mile and back further into the industrial district or even further into Greywall.
All right. So stay here for a second. I'm gonna go get something. I'll be right back. I have a place that we can go. We can stay until we figure out what we want to do here. But you're Ignis. Does Ignis have any of the coin that we were counting, or is there any coin left there where we're at right now?
The coin is still there. It was hidden enough that nobody passing outside would see it, so nobody suspected. And he goes to gather it up now, and kind of Moldovius takes you by like the hand and tries to indicate to you, "Hey, what did I owe you? What should we pay you? I need help. I need protection."
Oh yeah. So wait. Who takes who by the hand? What?
He's indicating to Moldovius.
Oh, Ignis is indicating.
He's like dragging you around the gold.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna give him 3, and then I hop off of blind, go up to get my gear.
Actually, instead of paying me, you could do something else really cool.
Oh God! What?
And I just wanna whisper in his ear. I was like, "How do you feel about weapons?"
Ocelot just kind of like starts for a second, and he's just or not Ocelot. I'm sorry. Ignis just kind of starts for a second. He's like, they're cool.
Great. How do you feel about advertising?
I prefer to be unseen.
But if you were seen, it'd be better if there was another existential purpose to it, right?
I suppose so.
All right, I just want to take one of my like schematic / fires out of my bag, and I just want to put it onto like the front of whatever like shirt thing he's wearing, and just stick it on.
Just to get free advertising. Okay. He kind of holds it to his chest in place and like takes it out and looks at it. He's like, "What is this?"
Oh, it's a flyer for Moldovius's makes and models. It's a business of mine. So you give me 1 gold piece, and you just promise to carry that around for a bit. And, show all your friends and criminal accomplices. They seem like they like this kind of stuff that I have. And we're all good. We're all square.
Okay. And he kind of like rolls it up, like really, like kind of methodically, and like wraps it over and puts it in a secret pocket in his breastplate or his shirt, and kind of gives you 1 gold piece, and he just kind of backs away, and he's kind of really weirded out by the situation. Blind. In my head, you're kind of stationed at the mouth of the alley. But what are you doing? I mean, you see all this take place. You see the cat disappear. But what are you doing at this point?
We got implicated in a crime really fast.
Yeah, wrapped up real quick.
We became accomplices in like 5 minutes.
Let's see.
D&D, baby.
Yeah. Could I have the option of running after the cat to see where he's going?
You can, definitely.
I'd like to do that then.
Okay. Make a stealth check, just so that.
Do I get to do like opposed perception?
Yeah, Ocelot, if you want to try own stealth check, just contest stealth checks. Just see
Contest
who
stealth?
can
Okay.
hire.
Blunder's first
Ooh.
check has our
If you
party
make an
rogue.
argument for a better, more relevant skill, I'll hear it out, and you can use that instead. But for the time being, let's just like contest stealth. Who is the sneakiest boy?
Okay, how do we do that?
Just roll d20. You should be happy that I was to gain proficiency in stealth with my race.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
if I have stealth, do I have things that I need to add?
Yeah, there's okay, Blender. You have a box called skills. Anything you need to add to a check is in that box. There should be a number next to the thing. So
Yeah.
at the second from the bottom in that list of skills is stealth,
Oh, I see.
and there's a number next to that.
I have
that
a
you to roll.
+7.
Yeah. Rogue.
Oh yeah.
Rogues be like.
Alright.
Rogues be like.
So you follow into the alley. Yeah, no, like the boys got you beat. I'm sorry. So he darts off into the alley. You chase this orange and white cat. You're like, I want to see what the fuck he's doing. But you turn this corner and you just don't see anything. It's another little maintenance sub alley, like maybe where shipments of ice or supplies would be loaded off in the back doors for the storefronts. But apart from some gutters and some, again, light crates, disused and abandoned, some machinery, some equipment, you just don't see anything. Ocelot, what are you doing?
I gather up my gear and I come back down to the group and I meet the group. But the person that the group sees is Arner's superior in front of them, wearing a dark purple cloak. So it's a dark purple leather tunic. He's got a belt pouch, and you see there's a small karambit knocked aside.
Okay, and what was your name again? Ocelot?
What?
You said Arner, superior. I was like, you copying the dwarf?
No, yeah, generic superior.
Tiberius.
That's who they. Tiberius. I come down as Tiberius.
Tiberius. Okay. What do you guys do when you see Tiberius come around the corner, albeit in different clothing?
Is Chris a changeling?
Yes, I am a change. Congratulations, I found it out.
Uh,
Continue.
Wait, are changeling Fae?
Can I ask a question to him?
Yeah.
Why
Like
a
it-
cat?
Wait, but y'all don't know it's right.
Yeah, y'all don't know it's him yet. You just see Tiberius walk around the corner. You thought he was like good half a concourse away.
Oh.
Can I expend a spell slot?
Oh,
For
God.
what?
I want to shoot grease at his feet.
What?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will actually ask him how he got here so fast.
It doesn't matter because we are criminals, and I reject the influence of militarized police parties. So for the sake of it, and only for the sake of it, I will at least fuck up his clothing with grease.
Okay, so you shoot grease at me. Do I get a reaction?
Not really. Grease has a casting time of, what is it, one action? So 6
yeah.
seconds. And then you're also
I'm not going to
surprised.
react.
Nah, you can't react.
6 seconds of this man. Okay, whatever. The
Nah,
Shoot it out.
yeah. So yeah, I want to pull out my little like half lock picky arcane focus, and just like a little ball of grease shows up and just at his feet.
So do I get grease all over my feet? Is this how this works?
It does other things, but sure.
What does it do? What happens?
Here I have it.
I'm about to be like, all right, follow me, and then grease on my feet.
Yeah. So within 10 feet of the area it hits, it's difficult terrain now, and you need to make a dex saving throw.
To be able to what? What happens if I fail the dex save?
You land on your ass.
Fall prone.
Okay. Hold on. I think do I have something that lets me do that? Maybe not. Okay. Whatever. All right. Dex saving throw. Play modifier. Where's dex? There it is.
Did you slip?
I think that makes me slip. Does that make me slip, Mr.?
You have to beat a 13, I think.
Oh, well, I did beat a 13.
So,
I got a 6.
As this ball of grease coats the entire floor of the alley in front of you, it surrounds your feet, gets over your shoes, and as you begin to take a step, it gets under your heels, and all of a sudden your balance fails you. Not used to being like a large humanoid figure, you just immediately eat shit and land directly on your foot.
Is there is there a noticeable like back entrance to the alley, or are they kind of backed into a corner?
It's basically an open mouth, and then there is a narrower alley at the end of it where two buildings almost meet. They'll probably have to squeeze to get through it. And then on the right-hand side is another maintenance alley where action's kind of taking place, but it's like 5 feet away. Like they can all visibly see the alley on the right hand.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so I come around the corner. I'm like,
wait, you're slipped, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you slip, you eat shit. You are now prone.
The absolute garbage.
Matt told me that I am at the edge of the alley in DM, so right after I see you slip and fall in your big fat fucking face, I'm gonna come around the corner and halt. And does anybody try to leave?
Hey, you've got to, whatever happens, you've got advantage on whatever you do decide to do next because you're going to fall by surprise.
I'm gonna cast. Do I have that prepared? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna cast command on. I mean, one dumbass is on the floor. Can
you see that the dumbass on the floor is Tiberius?
Yes, he saw Tiberius fall. He's
so
confused.
To me, it looked like they're kicking my fucking superior's ass.
Yes. Yeah. So just for context, just so you have like a visual, Ignis is closest to you on your right-hand side, and then it is Moldovius, and then Blind is further down the way, almost around the corner.
Okay.
And you see Tiberius just fell and ate shit, and Blind is the furthest away.
I'd like to note that as I see him eat shit, I am like poking my head around the corner, but I'm not planning to come over there.
Okay, that's fair too.
So I get. You said I get advantage on whatever I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast command on, I guess, the genie Moldovius, whose name I don't know yet. I'm gonna say, halt.
Moldovius, whose name I don't know yet.
Yeah. You just said my name.
no, it's still like in character.
I get a one word. I get a one-word command. I say halt at Moldovius, and I roll a d20, I guess, or is that my still DC?
No, yeah. So usually the way it works is that there's a save throw I have to make on it.
Okay. Pretty easy.
So hold up. Command is. Wisdom's not a great stat for me. Fuck.
I can't. Okay, since I can't get advantage on this, can he have disadvantage on his roll instead?
Let me look it up real quick, just to be.
That seems like it would make sense. Yeah, if you come around surprise and advantage.
You have disadvantage on that. Yeah.
God, fuck. How do I do disadvantage? It's
just space.
You roll space. Do your regular roll and then.
You could just roll 2d20 and choose the lower value if you wanted, just to take the pain out of
it. Exclamation mark roll space.
Oh.
1d20 space dis. That doesn't make it. I have a spell 11. DC of 12.
And my modifier, I believe, is negative. Oh no! Yes. Wait. Do I have to beat it? Because my modifier is +1.
No, I'm gonna scream.
Wait, does he beat it or match it? Which one?
Just match or beat it in order to overcome the spell.
Fuck me! I should have put more charisma.
That's 12.
I'm screaming, fucking balding.
So you feel, Getty, you feel like this kind of divine righteous power kind of flow through you, like this command, like just this force of will, this voice just kind of pours out, and it's almost like you see like a golden wave, a shimmer, travel down the alley and kind of coalesce right on the Genasi. Unfortunately, the Genasi has kind of been questioning his religion. He's kind of atheist right now, so it just kind of doesn't take a hold. It kind of hits his ears and just kind of splatters off.
You feel a powerful divine energy, and you shrug it off and say, "What the fuck was that?"
What the fuck is this shit? Atheists and D&D, excuse me? No, there are actual gods in the setting. I don't know how that. Anyway, point is, that didn't fucking work. What do y'all do?
Okay.
So even though I do appreciate your status as a militarized police party, I don't have enough money yet for that to be of advantage to me. So I need you to stop.
Me?
Yes.
You help sneak criminals out of a fucking cafe, and you're like, buddy, this is not advantageous to me. I need you to chill.
Okay, as you guys are saying this, I roll over in the mud and I see Arner, and I'm like, "Hey, don't worry about this. Roll, man." And like my best Tiberius.
Roll deception.
Roll for deception. Roll for deception.
Okay,
do I counter roll or what?
No, he just has to roll for deception. We'll see what happens.
Okay. 5.
Oh, big money!
Small money.
That doesn't fucking work. So you feel immediately something is off with this version of Tiberius. He's not as he's not the imperious Tiberius that you know and love.
Dad jokes. Let's go.
Seeing him in different clothing, with a very strange voice, and then of course the lack of dignity of being on one's ass that affords, you're like, something's up. This ain't fucking Tiberius. Blind man, where you at right now? You still hugging that corner?
Oh yeah, I'm still hugging that corner. I think though, at this point, is there anything around me that, like, am I near like a fire escape, perchance?
Across the alley, there is a fire escape. The ladder is currently up, but you could conceivably reach it with a jump. Because
I would desire to jump and reach it. Then. Okay,
yeah, it's going to take you like 5 feet of movement, and it's going to like afford an attack of opportunity if you decide to do that. Because you're coming close to Arner. Should he choose to attack?
I'll go for it.
Okay, dope.
Opportunity.
The elf runs across the alleyway to try to get to the fire escape. Arner Jadekeg, what do you do?
Can I use my reaction to try and grapple the elf?
Yeah, if you want to. Make a strength check versus dexterity check. How can you contest grapples? Hold on. I'm done.
So I need to roll a d20 for dexterity?
I thought it was strength, but that's also just because that benefits me.
I'm imagining he's slipping away from it. Like, he's relying more on like his nimbleness to get out of the grapple.
Fair enough.
Could be wrong, though. If you got...
Oh, big money!
Big fucking money.
God, the rolls fucking suck tonight.
Every
All right.
single
Plus, I
roll
get-
Anyway, you just cannot...
Almost all of them have been like crit fail.
It's not even a contest. The dwarf tries to grapple the elf and just misses. It's like watching, imagine like a basketball player. Just watching it, just breaks ankles, just like jukes him and like fucking runs up and like goes for
There's
the
also a lot of oil still in this alleyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a 10-foot circle underneath Chris.
I think my first roll on that first night was a 20, and I think I've rolled like sub 10 on every other fucking roll I've made. No, that's not true. I got like a 16 earlier.
You got a 13, a 16,
got, like,
you got
the first
a 1,
roll. Like,
an
Chris
8,
rolled, like,
a
God's here
13,
most
a
of the time.
16, and another 1.
Alright, let's
So you've had
continue
the
progression.
most under.
Yeah, but I suck.
It's some weird.
There's a lot of... This is such a fiasco for us to not even be a party.
Yeah.
I know.
Matt's
But,
like struggling so
all
hard
that
to get us to
being said-
fucking be together, and we will not do it.
trying to get you to cooperate. Anyway, but yes, you're on the fire escape. I'm going to go ahead and count that 15 dex roll as part of like your movement to get onto the fire escape. You're nimble, you're athletic, you're an elf. I got no fucking issue saying you got up onto the easy fire escape ladder now. So, you're sitting there. Tiberius, you're still prone in the grease, man. Are you going to get up at any point?
So seeing that he just kind of shrugged off me saying, "Hey, I got this. Don't worry." Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if we
It's
can
like-
get back.
It's a cam. No, it's
Come
fine.
back.
I'm still here.
He'll
It's
come
just
back.
my cam.
Okay, cool.
I got you.
Does being a changeling not change your voice?
Oh wait, does it change?
It does.
Oh,
It changes your voice enough, but the accents, the inflections, the actual characteristic qualities of speech, those are things you have to train and use a performance check to.
so wait, so
to,
should I have done a performance check? I mean, I guess it still would have been any better.
you could have. I don't know if it would have
Okay,
worked.
wait, just so we have like a set stone like, from now on, do I do performance checks as something, and then if I mess up a performance check, do I roll a deception?
You know what? I'd
That's
say
advantage, though.
roll deception, just a blanket deception check whenever you have to convince someone else something where you're obviously lying.
Okay, but do I get advantage?
Performance,
as-
neutral.
No.
I will not give you advantage to changeling unless you like made a point to practice this particular act beforehand.
Okay.
Like, if you made a point to tell me, hey, I'm going to practice this voice for this upcoming encounter, and I'm going to try to get this thing down.
Okay.
If it's a real, you will have to have studied that voice and gotten like a good idea of what their speech is like. And then, in that case, I'll give you advantage.
It's obviously up to Matt since Matt's our DM, but like normally performance is more so like if you were changing into somebody with the obvious intent of like trying to like I don't know, like comedy or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm Tiberius, like that kind of thing. But I feel like if you're trying to make somebody think you're someone else, it's probably deception.
Deception, correct.
Okay. So seeing that Tiberius did not listen to anything I want to do, I'm like, what? Did you not hear what I said? And I try to get up, and then I slip again on the oil and shit again, and so I'm back on face down.
Okay, well, they still don't really know who you are, but it's kind of a moot point now because the actual Tiberius, following a hunch, has tracked you back down to the alley and has brought along with him 2 guardsmen from the cafe where you didn't pay your bill. He's grabbed 2 other fellas and he's near the mouth of the alley.
Is
Because
grease
he did
flammable?
What?
Is grease
Yes,
flammable?
it is.
Okay, here's the thing. In Raw, no, it's not. But
Okay.
in my campaign, absolutely it is. Because why wouldn't grease be flammable? Why wouldn't grease be? Why don't hats have dark vision? Why is Arcane Archer a ranger class? Why is everything in feet instead of meters? Why is D&D so fucking stupid? I don't know. Anyway.
And
Arcane
Chris,
Archers and Rangers, so Rangers can fucking have anything.
and so Chris is still in the grease, but I still think he's Tiberius, right?
Well, he did the Tiberius.
You don't know what to think now because Tiberius himself has actually shown up. Like he's very visible. Like he's not.
I see 4 cops, right?
What's that?
I see 4 cops, right?
You see Tiberius and 2 other cops, so 3 altogether.
Plus me, plus the fake Tiberius, yeah.
And I have a ranged firebolt spell.
That's right. That is correct.
Firebolt, not fireball, though. You can only hit 1, right?
Firebolt. No, fireball is way down the levels.
Remember, they're not in the Greece. Ocelot is in the Greece in the form of Tiberius.
He doesn't know that.
So they're not in the Greece. Yes.
So I can kill Chris.
I swear. There's another one, bro.
Marcus, don't do this.
Okay, well, I'm not going to.
I look up, so I ate crap, and then I'm like, oh my god. I look up, and I also see the guards coming. I'm like, I think to myself, I'm like, you guys know that I'm not Tiberius right now. And so I'm going to spend my turn as people are thinking about things to turn into Moldovius. And I'm going to also be Moldovius on the ground. And like, I'm going to yell at him, I'm like, hey, as I'm trying to get Moldovius' attention.
Okay. Do y'all pay attention to him? You don't have to roll for this.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Oh yeah, I'll pay attention.
Okay. You've got about 10 seconds before you're about to be in a world of hurt with these cops coming up to you. Getty, man, are you you're still in this. You hear him too. Are you trying to take actions to arrest these criminals? Or are you trying to like stand there and listen? What are you doing?
I'll start moving towards them. I do want to comment. First off, I really like, Faden, that you use one of your actions to make yourself faceplant into the fucking ground. I respect that so much. But also, I'm confused that you're cornered in an alley with another fugitive, and your like move to get out of it is to transform into a different fugitive. Like that's gonna get you out of anything.
Well, this is.
I just wanted to comment on that out of character.
Like I thought, I probably should have stayed as Tiberius to do this whole bargaining part
It's
of.
already done, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
Hey, wait.
Moldovia.
Can I yell?
Intelligence.
Can I yell something at the police real quick? Just to
sure.
like. Hi, are you guys here because I forgot to pay for my coffee, or because of? And I just look over at like Chris and everything happening. I'm just like, or other things.
Both.
Is it possible that if I were to if I rectify one of those things, can I leave?
You come and get processed, and we'll take care of it. No one's been trying to hurt you this whole time. We're just trying to do our jobs. You guys have just been running through the fucking alleys. Tiberius disagrees. He's trying to hurt people. Is he
Yells. He's like, "There they are! Fucking kill them!"
Oh,
Like starts to kind of like towards you.
See, okay, but this is kind of my problem. Is there any way we can avoid this?
Can I try to calm the other guardsmen down? Like we just need to take them in. Can I try to calm them down? I mean, like he's cutting out a bit for me, but I think it's my internet, not y'all's.
no, I think it's his internet.
No,
Okay, Matt, you're cutting out a bit. Yeah, whatever you just said didn't come through.
Oh no, my connection's bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah. So Tiberius yells that fucking kill him. I saw Blind over here pick up a ranch dressing bottle. What the fuck was that,
That's
Hartman?
blue cheese, thank you.
Is he drinking it?
Sip,
Stand
sip.
correct.
Are you just drinking blue
Sip.
cheese?
Blue cheese. Okay. Sorry. It's blue cheese with wings, or go fuck your mother. It's
Oh,
Joey
no.
Diaz. It's vintage internet, boys. You got to go educate yourselves. Anyway, so obviously these guards are not here to try to negotiate, not here to try to take you in. They're both helmeted. They look just like each other for the sake of, a visual. They're virtually identical. But Tiberius has his full sword out, and he's just sprinting at you full tilt, ready to like shed blood, like almost impossible.
So
I mean-
he's sprinting at Moldovius.
Which Moldovius?
He's sprinting at Moldova. He's going to try
Do I have
to
the
shove
option
past
to-
Arner.
I
Okay,
have the option to lunge at him and attempt to tackle him before he can reach Moldovius.
In the second story.
Yes.
You're gonna jump?
Yeah.
what happened to my oil slick?
Okay,
Did
so
he
you're
just
gonna-
run through the oil slick?
The oil slick is deeper.
No, okay, the oil slick is in the rear of the alley. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the cops
Oh.
aren't going to come through. They're coming through the front of the alley.
Okay,
The oil
I
slick's
was
back
making
here in
sure.
the rear.
I was just checking.
So, yeah, no, I should have been more clear when I staged everything. But Hartman,
No,
you're
it's all
lucky
good.
I'm a fan of pro wrestling because that is absolutely something I like to do.
Oh yeah.
But you've got to roll. Oh fuck! What was the thing? You have to aim properly. Make an athletics check.
Is this technically a grapple too?
Stop with the grappling.
Everything.
Grapple is a special combat movement that allows you to reduce a creature's speed to 0 for a turn.
So I'm
Stop with
rolling-
grapple.
I'm rolling a d20.
Yeah, go ahead and add whatever your athletics bonus is to it as well, and
Yeah, I
that'll
got
count
it.
as.
I got a
hit.
17, and then my athletics bonus
That's strength.
-4.
is that an acrobatics? Oh, no, I got +1, so I have an 18.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so you take a running
Flying
leap,
body
just like
slam.
grab the posts, like, and you just hop on the turnbuckle, and you just jump off, and you slap your elbow, and just slam into this larger human creature, just knock him prone. He takes.
Can I hold on? How close is he to me? You said he
This is a sneak
wait.
attack. This is a sneak attack.
he shoved past
This-
me. Can I use my
yeah, he-
interception?
Roll for damage, I guess. It's going to be your body. It's going to be like 3d6, I believe. Just bludgeoning damage. But yes, to answer your
Can I
question
roll-
on it,
Can I roll for being too
Is,
fast for him?
what's that?
Do I need to roll for being too fast for him to hit me?
What?
No, he
He's
didn't
not
even
hitting
see
you.
you.
No, you're
just kinda
hitting him.
land.
You're hitting him.
Yeah.
You're hitting him.
Oh, I see.
You're hitting him, yeah.
Did you say that I can use my
JK,
interception? Sorry.
Guys,
Do you want to use your?
I mean, he's still
Block
my
his
boss
elbow?
right now. We haven't. I assume eventually I'm gonna fucking kick him to the curb, but he's still my boss.
Why are you
Kind of my
trying
boss.
so hard to make this hard for us, God?
First day on the job.
It's my first fucking day on the job.
Okay, tell me how you would use interception to block a flying elf elbow from the second story.
I don't know. I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah.
I'm a short guy. Okay, so listen. Here's my thought.
Yeah,
I'm a short guy. No, but listen. I'm a short guy, which means when I look at anyone else, I'm looking up. So my vision is naturally upwards. I see the elf falling, and I go, oh, with my shield.
Yeah, but can you reach me? Because I'm hitting him on the top of the head. You know what I mean? Can
Yeah.
you reach that high?
Yeah. Sure.
10 feet away.
Can you reach that high?
If you dash. Tell you what, whatever roll you have to make for interception, roll a disadvantage, but I'll let
Well,
you
you
try,
don't-
bud.
You don't make a roll for
elbow.
Interception's just I
You don't make a
reduce.
roll?
No, you just reduce damage by 1d. Let me check.
Hey, Chris.
What's the range? Because he's 10 feet away from it.
He's
Other
10
top
feet.
left.
God damn it! You know it's within
Let me
5
give
feet.
you
I
a
thought you
left.
said he pushed like
Okay.
he pushed by me, so I figured he was closer. It's within 5 feet. Use your
no,
reaction
I'm
to
saying-
reduce damage
I'm
taken
sorry.
by 1d10 plus proficiency.
No, he was 10 feet away from you. He was going to push by you to get to Moldovius,
Okay.
but
fair
he
enough.
wound up not.
Okay.
Shit, that would have been cool to try to intercept the elbow, take it to your boss.
That would have been funny.
What you got, Marcus? What's going on?
No, this is
Nothing.
party chatter. This is in character. This is in character.
I'd also like it to note that I am completely silent this entire time, and I just fly off of the roof without saying a single word, and all you can hear is my cloak like whistling in the wind as a pink half elf darts across the fucking skyline.
Well, you land, you hit. He takes, what was it, 3d6 bludgeoning damage? So that comes out to fucking. Hold on, let me just do this shit. Hold on. Okay, he takes 11 points of damage and is knocked prone. You also are knocked prone on top of him, and you take, let's say, 5 points falling damage just from
Wait.
using your body as a bludgeoning weapon.
So do I need to reduce
you can
my
get up-
HP by 5?
Yes. Not your total HP, but just your current hit points.
Yeah, my current. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Matt.
Yeah.
So there's 2 openings to the alley right now. Chris is in like a pool of grease. Chris is in a pool of grease disguised as me at one end,
Right.
and the other guards are at this end. I'm between them.
Okay, so the way it works is there's the front end, there's the back end, which is 2 buildings kind of pressed together that you can try to maybe squeeze through. It's like shoulder length apart, like my shoulders, like just a little bit wider. And then there's another smaller maintenance alley to the right-hand side that leads down behind a lot of these storefronts. It's a very small alley, and then there's an even smaller, like squeezable section at the other end. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so Chris is on the opposite end of the hostile
There's a
guard.
maintenance alley with where the grease is.
Okay. Chris, ignore what I said. Okay, we're good.
Wait,
So
but
no-
you gotta tell me that in character.
Oh, just you don't know me, so my advice doesn't matter. You don't care.
I just said yes.
Okay,
Look at
wow.
my-
Well, just don't do it anymore. My positional awareness assumed that the
Okay.
situation was different.
Yo, Chris is a
I'll-
hardcore role player. You're gonna have to fucking convince him, dude.
Blitz him in character. Talking's a free action. It's not. But what was I about to say? Okay, so just to take account of everybody, Arner is now 10 feet away from the prone bodies of Tiberius and Blind. Moldovius is facing them in the middle of the alley. Ignis is still holding the wall because he's a scared little shit. And then Ocelot is in the grease puddle, still has not gotten up, just around the corner into the maintenance alley. Okay,
Tiberius is fucking knocked down, right? You said that? Sorry.
he's got 11 points of damage, but he's not knocked out. He still
Okay.
has, like,
I meant like I said knocked down. Like, is he prone as well?
he is prone as well, and you're on top of him.
Dog pile.
There was a fun thing I was gonna do with Chris that I will save as an option for later that I just thought of.
Keep it in the back of your head, like a fastball special type deal. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your head. We might have another chance to use this.
It's a great emergency panic button.
Emergency panic button. We always need like at least 3 of those. It's at this point that the 2 guards catch up to Tiberius, and they see both of them prone, and they see Arna Jadekeg standing 10 feet away, and they see that he is a paladin of the Order of Bahamut, low rank, but a paladin nonetheless. And then they see the fugitives that match the description they were told behind them. They also know you from the cafe where you, again, I got to stress, you didn't pay your bill, and he didn't took the cute blonde waitress that I put in this fantasy world just for you. I'm not mad. It's disappointed. So, I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, Arcane Archer should be a ranger class. Anyway, the point is, it's at this point, I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh god. All right. Yeah, I think we're.
While we do this, can we take like 2 seconds so I can go piss?
Yeah, you want to take a break real quick?
1 Mississippi.
I need literally 2 seconds.
2 Mississippi.
Perfect chance for a break. Let me go get some water.
Yeah.
Now take me like a minute, and then go back in like a minute, and we'll roll initiative. Okay?
Okay.
Not gonna fear.
Shit. No shit. Be right back.
I'm gonna go look up if my panic button option actually works in game.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I highly recommend it. Tell me what it is in the private chat if you feel inclined to do so. If it's like something that you want to run past me.
What the fuck is Chris doing?
Oh. Okay, I'm back. Everyone else is still out. Cool. Cool. We like it. I've got to walk all the way across my house to get water. Great. Let's see. Cat is under 5 pounds. Yes. I don't know if I like where that's going. Okay. Initiative order is 10.
I hate how hard Generic is making this situation for us.
I'm making it hard. You guys keep running away. I just want to stop and talk. You guys are the criminals. I'm doing my fucking job.
They stole money for a low life.
I don't know that. I just know they stole money.
Okay,
I've never made any violent actions.
Also, you're superior. Look at who you work with. All I've seen this man do is knock over a shelf inside of a store because he was
Marcus,
upset.
I have a character background and thoughts and beliefs and ambitions. That's not trumped because some people stole some gold. Okay, but I don't know if you saw that. I said I rolled a 19, Matt. And I'm gonna say just in character before we get more into please, okay. I've not made any indication of being violent, and you guys, as far as I've seen, have not committed any violent crimes. So I'm not trying to kill you. I just want to talk.
Dive off. Of
so maybe,
okay.
well, I mean, like, you know, you're kind of protecting. Like, you've not made any random violent acts. So maybe, as far as I consider it, if I see my fellow guardsmen being real ambitious assholes to try and fucking kill you in an alleyway, I'm gonna think that's not so cool. But maybe if you guys come out guns a-slinging and slit Tiberius's fucking throat, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Just a little in-character monologue for me there, because God.
Harvin, roll a 1.
I'm gonna pull one of these. Is what I'm about to do.
I don't want to hear it.
So first, I need to get married, and then they have to kill me.
I don't want to hear it, dude. With my shit rolls,
Yeah, Eric's rolls have been guard.
I need to be gunned down by Courtney Love. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
And Jenny, man, you got top 4 initiative right now.
Okay.
What is?
Are we going?
Hold on. Oh, this is initiative.
Going on?
Roll.
What's your?
Okay. I don't have any.
Also, Eric, I just want to respond. Also, like when I said that Ocelot's political compass aligns very heavily with Karl Marx, he also hates.
He hates what?
He also hates the police.
Like same.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Like partially, there's some back stuff there that has not been revealed yet. But anyway, sorry.
I just want to say I hate the police because I believe in a system of laissez-faire economics, and I believe that the police are.
Oh, so your guy's a fucking dork.
That seeks to extort people from being able to work the way that they should inside of a system that does not need government influence. You are a weapon of the government to control the people.
Yeah, so your guy's a fucking dork.
Moldovius is like Moldovius like neolib, like all the way.
Dude, can we?
I just want money. I just want money.
Fucking horns.
You do look like you have one.
It's fucking.
All right. Are we good to go?
Yes. Everybody has their initiative order. I've got the initiative written down, and first up on the docket is our buddy Jenny. Rolled a 19, man. Jenny, man, take it away. How do you want to start this?
Oh man. All right. So this is actual combat, so I have to pay attention to like action, bonus combat. Action. Okay.
Guards. Guards. Context. You're still in the same position. But the guards are 5 feet past Jenny. They're about to enter the alleyway. So they're closer to you, Jenny, but they are also on their way to Moldovius. And Blind is still prone on top of Tiberius. And at this point, I should know you made enough of a commotion and you've flown high enough in your pink armor that a small portion of the larger crowd has begun to turn and watch the theatrics. They don't know what's going on. They know it's kind of cool.
Free advertising. Let's go.
I do want to ask before we keep going, that oil spill at the back of the alley, would that impede any attempts to run through the back of the alley?
So it turns it into difficult terrain, which I think halves speed trying to go over it.
So that's okay. So they are sort of not in a great position to run away.
If you can jump if you can do a running jump of 10 feet, you can get over it.
Okay.
Chris technically is in the best spot. He's still prone, so he has to spend half his movement to get up. But then he has 15 feet besides that to get away or get towards the conflict. Whatever you decide to do, bud.
Okay, wait, real quick, Marcus. You said you have a 13 total initiative.
Yeah. I forgot I had +2 because my dex, but I don't think that changes the order. I just wanted to make sure.
Do you add your dex modifier to initiative rolls?
That's a question for Matt.
Hold on. I don't actually know that off the top of my head. I always just rolled wrong, but
I think
it's your dex.
Yeah, it's dex. Yeah, it's dex plus the standard d20 roll.
Yeah. Go ahead and add your dex. So what's everyone's new scores?
Oh, okay.
DMG page 270 if you needed more info on that, Matt. But yeah, that does exist. I looked it up.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that. I just didn't have that up.
Because technically rolling initiative is considered in the rules is a dexterity check.
Okay.
Anyways.
Cool.
Okay, but I also want to ask. Ocelot is in the difficult terrain, so he has to use half of his movement to get up, and then also get through the rest of the difficult terrain, right? Which is going to be more movement.
So he'll spend, say he has a round where he just uses his movement. It'd be half of his movement to stand up, his movement being 30. So that's 15 gone immediately, and then another 10 to get 5 feet out away to the safe spot.
Okay.
Wherever that might be. And then he can move 5 more feet before his turn ends.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm just out of a lot. I don't want to attack them. I'm gonna try to convince the guards to not go too bloodthirsty, and we'll just apprehend them. Can I do that?
How do you do that? Do you try to, like, grab one of their arms or, like, yell at them or what?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a new guy. I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of effect.
And also keep in mind, you are technically in a different precinct. Like, paladins are partnered with the City Watch, but they do stand separate. They're part of the church, not the martial
so they really
area.
don't give a shit about me.
Yeah, if you want to cause something to, like, stop them in the tracks, like, you're welcome to do it. You just have to tell me what you want to do.
people are watching now, right? You said the crowd's sort of coming to watch after the flying elf bit. Okay, can I? We're drawing a crowd. Try not to make too much of a commotion. Let's just take them in, and then I just try to convince them, I guess.
Guards kind of stop and, like, hear you. The one's already close enough to Oblivious. He tries to grapple him.
Okay, but I mean, grapple doesn't, like, do a ton of damage, does it? It's just sort of an apprehension thing.
He just tries to reach out and, like, tries to like grab you and try to disarm you and, like, a hold of you.
Who's trying to grab me? One of the guards?
One of the guards, yeah.
Can I?
Okay.
The current initiative order is Benny, guard 1, guard 2, and then it's Marcus, then Hartman, and then Tiberius. Hartman actually gained. Tiberius had the second to last roll, second to last initiative, and then he climbed.
Where am I in that?
I'm sorry, I didn't even add yours. Hold on. Let me see.
Who did I go?
Total 11. Okay, yeah. Then you are. Wait, what's your dex modifier? It's plus 2.
Yeah.
So me and
We're
him-
gonna Marcus since he has a higher dex
Plus
modifier.
2.
No, mine is also
Okay, yeah.
2.
Wait, but you rolled a 10, so you have 12 to.
No, I rolled an 11.
You rolled a 10. I
No,
rolled
you
an 11.
didn't.
But did I not roll? Did I look at
Yeah,
the
you
wrong
rolled a
one?
10.
You rolled a 10.
Oh, Chris rolled at the same time as me. Oops, my bad. Yeah, so you go
Can
first.
I,
So I have the 13. You have the.
As
so-
I,
Yeah.
Derek, guard 1, guard 2, Chris, Marcus, Hartman, and then Tiberius.
as I try to calm them down and move forward, mention the crowd, or yeah, can I move forward and sort of get closer to the action?
We'll say it's still part of your turn. Yeah, but we'll say the guard has not grabbed
Sorry.
Mobius yet.
Okay, and then I mean I don't really have much else to do. I'm just gonna. I guess I'll. Can I? Okay, is talking a bonus action? Like I can talk, move, and
Talking is typically a free action. I'd say in
Okay.
this case, now that we're in active combat, you can use your action to, like, try to persuade them and make a persuasion check if you'd like.
okay.
Apart from that, you can't just sit there and have, like, a whole monologue.
Yeah.
6 seconds.
I'll move forward towards sort of where the action's acting, and then I'll use my action to try and persuade them to calm down and not get too aggressive here. Do I need to roll for that?
Okay, make a persuasion check.
+4, yes. Yeah, +4. 23.
Oh,
23. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. I respect it. As you motion, you, like, something in your voice. Again, it's just maybe it's residual effect of the command that you just cast. Maybe it's a newfound kind of power touching the divinity. But you manage to talk to the other. It really is, and you make fantastic rolls on persuasion. Something about divine presence you just touched speaks to the souls of the guards, and they kind of subconsciously in their soul agree to not immediately use lethal force. However, obviously, if force is used against them, they will respond in kind. They are mildly distracted to you. They go to make a grapple check against Moldovius with disadvantage. So Moldovius, if you want to contest that, I'll let you use strength or dex if you want to contest the grapple.
I would love Dex, actually. Dex would be great.
Someone's got a negative strength score.
Please, never
fucking dork.
You must have good strength scores. Jared,
Yeah.
you have strength scores? Okay.
Yeah, it's my highest score.
Okay, 18 plus 2, so 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So how do you avoid them? How do you avoid that grasp?
Fire a nuke at him. Kidding. I wanna, fuck.
You just hop backwards? What do you do?
No, I'm trying to think. I wish Chris hadn't shape-shifted into the guard guy, so I wouldn't have shot him with oil, because it made
I
me
came
act-
out of the corner. I was
I
like,
respect
"Hey
that,
guys,
though.
let's get." He's a
No,
Yeah.
it's in character. I respect that so
in
much.
character. Yeah.
Shut up
Yeah.
at the guy that was chasing them. I don't know how
Yeah.
you expect that to go, my guy.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I panicked. But now our way out is kind of, is a little absconded. Like,
You are
I
now
can...
canonically a squid, though.
Because I could have just thrown, because I could throw fire at it and run through it because Genasi, but then everyone else is fucked. I just want to back up. Just back up.
Just want to back up? Okay. Back up. You are now
Close to me, right? We're like,
you're closer to Chris, so that puts you about, I'd say, 10 feet away from Chris, so 5 feet from the grease. You don't have a lot of space to maneuver. Guard 2, meanwhile, decides to race past you into the grease, missing Ignis entirely, and enters difficult terrain. His speed drops, and I'm going to let him make a dex save. Let me see. Private roll.
Oh. I have another spell for this. Oh, this is so fun. Oh.
He rolled a 2.
nah.
So yeah,
Gamers.
that don't fucking work. I don't care what his modifier is. He's just a town guard. He also eats ass in much the same manner as you did. Just complete. You fly out from under him, and ass lands directly in the grease, and he skids. Chris, you're up next.
Okay,
Okay.
so is he like beside me in the grease?
No. He's still. He entered the grease in that 5 foot square and just immediately ate shit.
So he's like
just
he's
dropped
close to
right
me,
where he
because I'm
was.
also in the grease. It's like a 10 square.
He's close to you. He's close
Okay.
to you.
So as these guys are like charging and everything, I was gonna talk, but I didn't want to interrupt at the time. So as these guys were like charging and whatnot, I'm saying to everyone like, "Are we really doing this? Oh god, okay, all right." And then so after this guy lands beside me, I'm like, "Let's just knock these dudes out and get out of here. Like we can't do any more than this." And so I roll over to and I cast Eldritch Blast.
At point blank range.
At point blank, I put my
Can you cast while prone?
Yeah, I'll allow
Okay,
it.
cool.
Look,
Go.
I roll over to him. I put my hand right on the side of his head, and I cast Eldritch Blast, which is a 1d10. This instant, and I also get to add my attack modifier. So.
You say, let's knock them out, and then you put a fucking gun to his head.
You do not understand.
God.
If there was a spell that was the magic equivalent of a shotgun, it would be Eldritch Blast.
you're entirely right. Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh my
so,
god.
Like, in lore, I think this is that like I don't know how like exactly how powerful I am right now, so I don't know like I've never hit anyone with Eldritch Blast. I just know it's something I can do. So I'm just gonna do this and hope it works out.
We're gonna knock
I've
this
broken
man-
a couple rocks in half with it. I'm sure it's gonna be fine to
We're
hit
gonna-
this guy's squishy melon fucking head with it.
We're gonna knock these guys out and get out. Proceeds to use untested magical ability.
Like on the dude that's prone in rough terrain. Like,
An ability called Eldritch Blast, mind you.
I'm sorry, this is so out of character.
The word fiend, am I right?
Yeah,
Just go ahead,
you are
just go
so
ahead and do it,
aggressive on this guy. Holy shit.
Wait, why
Roll
do
to
I
hit
have
with advantage.
What?
And,
Hold on, I have on my saving throws. I have a 3 wisdom for some reason, but that's not true. I should only have a 1 wisdom, and I should have. Is 14 a +2 or a +3?
14 is a +2.
Okay, I should only have a 1 wisdom. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because saving
So 10 is a 0, and then every 2 is plus 1 more.
Are you proficient in it though? Because that would give you the extra +2.
No, I'm proficient in charisma is my highest. I'm a dex.
This man's about to fucking die.
So I roll a d20. I roll a d20 there.
Yeah.
So it's a d20, and then I add to Hex Warrior. Add my charisma modifier d20 plus
Hit, yeah.
3. Okay. No. I rolled like 4 natty 20s tonight.
That's a
Okay, so you hit and you do critical damage.
My palm is right here. So I get critical damage on this?
Get critical damage, which means whatever damage you do is double.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Alright.
Roll for damage, Chris. Roll for damage, Chris.
Go! So it's 8 to
16.
16.
You had 12 health, dude. Yeah, no,
Wait. Is he dead or is he unconscious?
You just
save, right?
No,
Because-
you blasted his fucking head off. You went past his health point limit. In one shot, you just
Isn't
Put your
does
hands
it have
up.
to go to -12 to be like insta death?
Can we talk about this? Okay, hold on.
okay, fine. Tell you what. He's not dead. He's just making death saves.
Okay.
But
You raise your hand. Do you want to describe your Eldritch Blast,
I'm
or
not
I can do
into
it?
that. Wait, did you have a question, Marcus?
I was just saying. I think if you get put in a dying state from a crit attack, he starts with 2 failures already.
Yeah.
So if he
Hold on,
fails his
okay.
next death save, he's
Again, just out of character. Matt's trying so hard, guys. We really need to fucking help him get the story going and not shotgun blasting guards
Right
fucking
now.
skull off while he's prone in the dirt.
So
Please, guys.
so much better.
Like, okay, I know no takesies backsies, but can we fucking chill a little bit to get the story
I had
going?
a non-lethal plan, and then
Oh my god.
Is
So-
you guys head?
So
Cat
the
go
way
on?
this pans out
No,
is
I got act.
unaware of like the true nature of these mysterious powers you've been bestowed with.
I'm about to
you
describe
raise
this.
your
I'm on
hand.
my bed. I'm about to like damage.
Okay, go for it.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. Perfect. You see this guy's head? So like he's like right here beside me, and I was over here at first. So I roll over and I put my hand like right on his temple, and then I cast Eldritch Blast, and like it's like deep purple, kind of like plasma-y mist forms around my hand, and then comes together in a singularity, and it just erupts forward in like a small massive explosion, and just blasts his fucking head, and there's like blood gushing out, and his whole body like yeets that way, and he's like rolling over, and I'm just shit.
The helmet he's wearing crunches inwards. The faceplate actually buckles inside in spaces that a head and teeth would normally be. And he just falls back, doesn't bounce, he's just limp. And there's a mild spray and like a slight gurgling noise as you see a small spurt of blood emerge from the prone body and begin to drip down the chin.
Okay.
The other guard, seeing this, goes wide-eyed and just freezes for a second.
I look at him and I'm like,
The fuck out.
my bad.
Chris.
And by the
Chris,
way, because you look like Moldovius, like it kind of looks like somebody matching Moldovius' description just killed a City Watch guard.
Oh, no.
Sure
Tur-
did, baby.
Chris, I had a non-lethal way for us to exit this situation. Can you Chris?
I rolled 4 natural 20s. How am I supposed to do this?
Okay,
You're supposed to not shoot somebody in the fucking skull.
Where's Hartman in all this? Where's Hartman?
Oh, I'm still in the
Hartman
ground.
is still prone on top of Tiberius. He has the second to last initiative order.
Is it
I
my
forgot
turn?
about you, man. I respect the flying elf elbow. We're gonna get to you in just a second, but before that, Marcus, man, it's your turn. Seeing this body just crumple and the guard next to you freeze, how do you react in a situation like this?
can I get over to them in a turn if I were to like move that way?
Say again.
If I moved that way, could I get to them in my turn?
Through the oil?
You're 5 feet away from the grease pile. Just
Okay.
move to
Okay.
Tiberius or move to the grease pile.
Move to the guard that Chris just brain fucked.
Yeah, you can move towards him. That's like literally 5 feet. Like it's just 2 steps.
What spells do I have prepared? I have grease, detect magic. Okay. Okay. Can I? Okay. This needs to de-escalate. Would I be allowed to use my second level 1 spell slot to use Cure Wounds on this poor man?
Let me see.
We're gonna have to kill Chris.
Whoa! Yo, my bad.
While you're looking up, I want to say I had to stop and turn my fans on because I'm overheating from laughing that fucking hard.
Okay.
With perfect rolls,
Okay.
I can deal 26 damage at level 2 right now with a single Eldritch Blast. So
Warlock
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, so don't fucking do that if you're trying to run non-lethal. But it's okay. Yes, you can use Cure Wounds as a second level spell. It will do 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier hit points. But you have to be able to touch him first.
Okay, yeah, I want to go over to touch him.
So
I want to look back at them and very slowly reach down to use Cure Wounds, right? And I want to just throw them a thumbs up with my questioning eyes. Like,
Guard freaks out and not accustomed to seeing magic, begins to raise his sword, but it's not his initiative turn yet, so we're going to hold off.
so
For a
it's
second. Hartman, buddy, how does it feel being astride the manly man that is Tiberius Breston, feeling his drunkard's breath in your face, and your confusion, the confusion of both of you, really, at watching the events unfold? You are prone on top of an enemy combatant, and it is your turn.
So question, how tall is Moldovius?
Moldovius, how tall are you?
me. I'm 5'11".
I am also 5'11".
Alright. Okay. So I'd like to get up off the ground would be the first thing.
Okay, that's going to be half your movement.
Okay. So I need to roll a 20 for that?
No. You just getting up is just half your movement. Your movement is 30 feet.
Okay.
You have 15 feet you can move. For context, Arner Jadekeg is 10 feet away from you, and then the rest of the commotion is about 15, 20 feet away from you.
Am I still 10 feet away after I move forward on my turn, or am I closer now?
Oh, you're close to them? So yeah, you're right there on top of them. So like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I just need to get over to Moldovius.
Okay.
So
You want to try to dash? Use your action to dash and double your remaining movement speed to get to him?
No, I think I can make it over there.
Okay. Okay, so you move over to Moldovius. You're standing next to him. Jadekeg, I forgot to ask you. Do you try to stop him moving? Do you try to like attack or attack for opportunity? Or however you.
You just saw me heal your buddy. We should be good at this point.
I'm not. Yeah, after I also saw you blow his brains out. I'm gonna try to stop the elf. I guess is there anything I can do other than grapple? Because apparently I shouldn't be grappling this much. I just want to stop people from running away so we can talk.
Let me think. Okay, how about this? What if, as an attack of opportunity, you can use like the hilt of you have a warhammer, right?
Yes.
You can use your warhammer to try to trip somebody. You can make an attack roll versus their dexterity check to see if they fall prone again. That sound fair?
Sure. I mean, I don't really want to attack him. I'll trip him. What do I need? Just D20, no modifiers?
Yeah, just a D20, no modifiers. Don't add any modifiers to it.
We have made this so complicated for no reason.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to like make this unorthodox and like it's weird. I'll try to figure out a better.
No, I mean it's fun. Next time. I'm having fun, but I feel
I'm having a great time
ruining your story because you're clearly trying to get us together, and every time we do, one of us runs away or blows a guard's brains out. I'm so fucking mad. Hold on, no, I have to rant. The only good roll tonight was a 19 to persuade the guards to chill out, and then you blow his fucking brains out, so it means nothing. And now I roll a goddamn 2.
In Matt's defense, a classic level of DMing is having to deal with your party never following your rules ever.
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of knew what we were supposed to be doing and all decided not.
Yeah, definitely. But then we had to. I'm so mad. My only roll was invalidated by a shotgun to the fucking temple.
I don't think. Okay, if Chris hadn't crit rolled, then that was more of like a casual boop, and then he was blasting him with a massive ball of arcane energy. Probably wasn't a good sign.
Yeah, that's funny though. So that's what matters. Okay, so I do nothing. I guess.
But,
that's my reaction.
So that's his reaction. Okay, Hartman, what's your dexterity is 17. Do you want to try?
Do you want to try to get?
I don't think he.
Hartman can't fail.
I don't think that. Your dexterity is 17, so it's a +3 modifier. He doesn't trip you. You manage to make your movement. You get to Moldovius. Sorry, that invalidates the whole thing, but it's okay. We're just gonna say you get to Moldovius. What do you do once you reach him? Do you try to escape?
You're cutting in and out again, Matt.
Okay.
I don't really. Oh fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna need to wait on Matt a second.
Okay.
Hold on. We can see you now. It was honestly it was better for me before, but you're counting fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me? Is my voice okay?
Yeah. I think there's some video.
I've got a full.
If you need to, it might be better to drop the webcam, so it's less bandwidth.
Yeah, it might. Let me see.
Even though that kind of sucks, but
yeah,
we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah. Okay. So you try to trip, doesn't work. Hartman, you're next to Moldovius. Are you going to try to escape? What's on your mind right now? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish?
I just need to be able to help Moldovius, but I don't really know what he wants to accomplish at the moment. So I guess, Moldovius, what do we do?
As a businessman who's trying to join the bourgeoisie class that will eventually need these guys on my side, I would like if we didn't kill them, but that fucker kind of messed that up, so I don't really know what.
I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be less than that. Apparently, that is not how it worked out, and
Have you not done this before?
Okay, well, on rocks, but not on people.
You shot a blast of magic purple energy at a man's face and assumed that would get us in less trouble with the police.
Yeah?
You lose 2 intelligence score instantly.
I lost 2 brain cells listening to that. Actually.
You take sanity damage and are immediately disadvantaged at every wisdom.
Every time I take damage.
Can I just ask generic? If we surrender now, especially after I've healed this man, right?
Yeah.
What happens to this dude after?
He gained 9. He gained a 9 HP after I rammed a lockpick against his forehead.
Gain 9 HP. You hear the disconcerting sounds of a jaw being rebuilt. You actually you pull the helmet off of him, and there's just a mess of split bones and a crunched in nose. The entire geography of his face had been basically inverted. But
my bad.
As you cast Cure Wounds,
like I did when I killed him. I'm like, my bad, man. He's like,
I just like to think you said oopsies. It's just
webcam's back.
Yeah, webcam's back. I've turned.
Yeah.
Anything else to be okay? Okay. Maybe that's what it was. As you cast Cure Wounds, everything kind of pops back into place. His nose regains its kind of hooked shape. Everything is still popping back, and it's very horrific. The guard that is behind you is standing He's got his sword, but it's shaking in his grasp. He's not sure what to make of it. He's looking at all of you. He's looking at Tiberius, and he's just entirely uncertain, as he's never been prepared for this. He's still a young man. He's just not sure, Meanwhile, the guy on the ground regains consciousness. His eyes actually go from bloodshot red back to white as you're having this conversation, and he just screams in horror of what the fuck just happened to him.
I think I really love that, considering that I'm a magical mechanic, the way that I heal people is that I just forcibly reset their body, like rescrewing in car parts.
On the ear, and then you pinch the nose, and that's how you just reboot the entire brainstem.
You said he pulls off his helmet?
Just for the sake of simplicity, because Cure Wounds doesn't bend metal and you shot through the metal. I'll say that Moldovius pulled the helmet off before he tapped him on the forehead to regain.
Plot twist: cast heat metal on the helmet.
I like to imagine for flavor that how soldiers used to have pictures of their wives and their helmets. You take off his helmet and you see a picture of his wife and his newborn child as he's
They both have beards, though. In my head.
Yeah.
Hi, short
Sorry.
policeman. Is there any chance that we can take your offer of potential non-death at the end of this excursion?
As you say this, Tiberius Breston, now free from the elf on top of him, leaps to his feet and roars with the savagery of an experienced soldier. As he does, he rushes past and almost bowls over Arna Jakeg, using all of his movement to get close enough to swing down at Moldovius. Let me roll a hit real quick. Dude, he saw you shoot his bud. He's not happy with you.
I didn't do it. We're obviously two distinct beings.
Nah, I'm on the ground.
You're clearly twins.
Okay, I at this point am exclaiming that this is the real Moldovius, and am pointing at Marcus's character, the actual Moldovius.
I don't know his name.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
this
it's
is the real
20
one.
to
I'm
hit.
just saying, this is the real one.
It's what to hit?
Okay. Moldovius, he rolled a nat 20, so 23 to hit, and he's got, what's his weapon? His weapon is a longsword, so let me pull it up real quick.
You double. Oh, this is so bad. You should have saved that Cure Wounds for yourself, dog.
Chris, you're gonna get him killed. I want you to know that this is on your head.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
the whole thing
it's not.
started on the other guy's head.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's so funny. There could not have been a better start. To
Even
this.
if I made up some bullshit that was but my infusion on my he still hit me.
Are you still looking for short sword or long sword?
no,
Long sword's 1d8 slashing. Okay.
I think a longsword is
So that's 16 damage that he inflicts on you. He comes down and cleaves, and it's just... He just brings the sword down
Base
on you,
HP.
and he smacks you right across the back of your case of inventions and blueprints, and it cleaves almost into it, and the blade actually digs into your shoulder blade about, say, an inch. It hits the bone. That shit hurted it. On an emotional and physical level. Just
Marcus, how much
slap-
health do you have?
Yeah, what's your base HP?
I have four left.
Oh my
4
god.
HP left.
If that had hit me, I would be in death right now.
Yeah, funny. Good thing I gave myself 16 Constitution in case of something like this.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming back around the initiative order. Jenny, it is now your turn.
Did he
man.
pull his sword out of my shoulder?
Oh, right now, it's just all the way chopped down, and he's trying to press into you because he's a dick.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to look at things I can do. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was not preparing. I was laughing too hard. Okay, I'm not close. No, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not close to them. I'm still back by
No, you're
where
within,
Tiberius was, yeah.
you're about 10 feet. 10 feet.
Please help. Just say you're within range. I need help.
Doesn't do
You're
anything for
within
you.
range to use your movement if you would like.
Oh, that's not what I was going to say, but yes. Can I... Okay. Lay on hands is an action, so that's not going to be very helpful. Man, if I had an aura, maybe I could do something. Okay, I'm just going to move forward. I mean, there's no reason to try and calm them down. I really don't want to fight either one of them. but I can't blame the guy for going to fucking hit you after you blew his brains out.
I didn't do shit.
Well, you blew his brains out. He just hit him. It's cool.
There are civilians watching him slam a sword into my fucking.
Yeah,
shoulder.
I mean, I'll pull the guy that's. I want to. Who is him referring to in that message, Matt?
Tiberius. Dude, you can hit him. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna have any smites. I'm gonna cast command on Tiberius and try to
Okay.
say like stop.
Okay.
Can I tell him? No, wait. I can tell him to prone. I think. Does that do anything?
You tell him. I mean, he's. Let me pull up command again. Read this description to command for me, please. I know I had it up.
I have it here. Command. Use one action, lasts for 1 round. Give a one-word command to target you can see within 60 feet. If it fails a wisdom saving throw, then it completes your command on its next turn. Target must understand your language. No effect on undead. Target won't follow any commands that hurt itself.
Okay.
So I could.
You want to tell him to?
I'll tell him to prone. No, I'm gonna tell him. I can tell him to drop. I think, and he drops his weapon. Yeah, I remember reading that.
Oh yeah. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna tell him. I tell him drop. Like drop whatever you're holding.
You feel this magic. His wisdom set. He's got super low wisdom.
Yeah.
I failed to save. You feel this magic kind of burn from like the core of your being, like up from your stomach, through your chest, and out the back of your throat, almost like your tongue is on fire. You say, drop! And the words just carry authority with them in this undeniable way. And that same golden wave kind of emanates from you and like gently caresses the walls, gently caresses the guard, and poor fucking Ignis, who's still in the fucking corner. He's not engaged in combat at all.
Yeah,
and
fuck this dude.
It centers all the way down on Tiberius Breton. And you can almost see his ears turn red, and then like he just kind of begins to fight it. And this command doesn't take effect until the start of his turn, which is further down the initiative order. But it did take effect, so on his next turn he's going to drop his weapon. So that leads us to Guard 1. Old buddy just had facial reconstruction surgery. I should mention, Cure Wounds does not provide any anesthetic, so not only did he feel the full power of the Eldritch Blast, he felt the unpopping, basically, of the reconstruction. All of his bones just shifted back into place.
5d6 psychic damage.
But bro is currently affected by the frightened condition because he sees 2 of you, and he's just really, really confused and really, really not into this. So he's going to use his action to try to backpedal out of the grease puddle and stand up, which is going to cost 10 feet, and then kind of stumble 5 feet away from you. Guard number 2, on the other hand, Buddy, who was frozen, sees his friend is mostly unharmed and goes to attack blind. He makes a swing at him with his short sword, and let me roll for a hit real quick. What's your AC, blind?
AC, which one's that?
It should be pretty big on your character sheet.
Yeah, the number inside of the shield. That
Armor
should be
class.
towards the top.
Class.
Oh,
Armor class.
13.
Okay, well, he rolled a nat 6, so that's an 8.
I thought you were about to say a nat 20. I was about to be like, bro, fuck this.
No, natural 6. So he goes and, again, tries to emulate his superior with the downward kick, and you just see it coming because you've kind of been in a situation like this before, maybe once or twice, and you definitely just scoot your heel out of the way and turn your body so the blade passes down just in front of your nose and leaves you unharmed entirely. Chris, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm seeing all this happen, and I realize like no one's listening to me. They're not gonna like forgive me for shotgun blast his head with Eldritch Blast. So I look over and see Ignis not doing so hot. So I'm gonna first I'm going to try and get out of the oil. So do I need to roll for that?
That's going to be half your movement to stand up, and then every step you take is going to cost 10 feet of movement instead of 5.
Okay, so that's 15 left. So I have 15 speed left then. So I get up and
Once you exit the puddle, you have another 5 feet of movement, so you're not getting very far away.
Okay, so I get out of the puddle side towards Ignis. So I have 10 speed left, and then can I get to Ignis with 10?
Ignis is 15 feet away, so if you want to burn your action to dash and get closer, you can. But you'd have to like be scurrying and scrambling to get to him.
15 feet in the direction of the guards, right?
He would kind of edge past Tiberius, who is still, fighting the command, and he would have to
sword in my
crawl up
so
the
just
wall to get to him.
Oh wait, okay.
Be aware he might get a reaction.
I get up and out to go to Ignis, and then I see Tiberius with sword, baked into this dude's arm, and I'm like, this is not about to go so well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to cast Hex on Tiberius. So that's going to be a plus 1d16 necrotic damage to target the next time he gets hit. And I'm going to give him disadvantage on strength check. So now he has disadvantage on strength, and the next person who hits him will do a plus 1d16 necrotic. And then
1d6 or 1d16? Because there's no
1d6. 1d. It's what I have is a 1 from the player's handbook. Hold on.
There's no such thing as a 1d16.
It's a D6.
D6? That'd be D6.
Oh, okay. When I copied it over, for some reason it copied a D as an open parentheses and a 1. So 1d6. I don't know how that happened.
No, there's no such thing as a 1d16.
Okay. So he's going to take 1d6 necrotic on the next hit. So that has... Do we need material components?
For Hex, no. I'm not worried about material components. Also, my friend Walker just got back from a little trip to Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello.
Walker. Let's go to
Hey.
I just got off a 14-hour shift at work.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I didn't realize you were doing that. If y'all could real quick tell him about, this is my brother Christopher, if you could tell him about your Eldritch Blast incident.
Oh,
Just
God.
real quick
Okay,
summarize.
so
Just have an audience.
real quick. So this guy right here is role-playing a Genasi called Moldovius. I am a changeling whose name is Ocelot. And so I turned into this police guard who was chasing us at first. And I was like, all right, guys, come with me. But they didn't know I was first. They thought I was a cat. Long story. So Moldovius saw me as the guard who we were running from. It's like, oh, God. And so he shoots oil at I fall in the whatever. Guards come up. We get in the... And then one of these guards that's attacking us runs over and slips and falls right next to me in the oil spill. And so I'm like, I'm trying to tell you guys, like, we should get out of here. We need to be non-lethal and just like knock him out and get out of here. And so he's over here beside me in the oil slick. I'm also prone. I decide to roll over on I roll a 1 hit to cast Eldritch Blast. Plus 3, by the way. So 23 to cast Eldritch Blast. I put my hand on his temple, and then like the purple plasma and smoke appears and then congeals into one singularity, and I shot 8. So I rolled a 5 plus 3 times 2, 16 damage to his skull, and just obliterate this poor dude. He's 2 fails into a death save now. His whole face is just cracked, broken, and disgusting. And everyone who saw me do that thinks that I am Moldovius, because I forgot to mention I turned into Moldovius while I was in the oil slick. And so now they're trying to fucking kill me.
And even though they can see me and him, I have a sword planted in my shoulder right now.
That's his non-lethal damage to try and get away.
Yeah, non-lethal. If any spell was a shotgun, it would be Eldritch Blast, and he said non-lethal force, blast to the skull.
This is right after. This is right after I roll my only good roll of the night to tell the guards, hey, calm down, we can talk this out. And Matt mentions, okay, they're willing to talk it out, but only if they don't take any lethal attacks. So my one good roll of the night is invalidated by a shotgun blast to the fucking face.
then I cure wounds, and then I use cure wounds on the guard that Chris just killed because I was looking at everyone. I was like, he won't die. He won't die now. He won't die. He's good. And then I get stabbed. I used one of my 4 artificer spell slots to get stabbed.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So
okay.
Anyway, okay.
Had to get that out there. So you're trying to reach your buddy on the wall. You've got enough movement to do it if you dash, but if you reach him, you can't take any more actions on your turn.
Right. Okay. Wait. So what I'm doing is as I'm moving towards him, out of this oil slick, I cast on what's his name again? Tiberius. And so I hold my hand out as I'm moving, and I say, "Draconic, boy, you better watch the fuck out." But like in Draconic, and so that comes, and whatever happens when Hex happens to him, right? So he takes Hex, and then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat, which allows me to cast dash bonus actions, including this one. Wait, no, can I? Yeah, I can.
Bonus action?
Yeah.
Expeditious Retreat, the ability that is best for the opposite use it's intended for.
Exactly. So its casting time is 1 bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast it in the bonus to use dash and get all the way to Ignis. And so I will be at Ignis at the end of my turn.
Okay, cool. Arcus, you're up next. What you got, bud?
No one knows what to do.
You still got a shoulder in your sword, a sword in your shoulder, but you have your hands free, and you have access to all your weapons, all of your arcane focuses, even some of your gear.
Yeah, I was thinking during my distracted by trying to figure out if Chris was going to help me or not.
I helped you help yourself if you attack him.
Okay. I have 1 spell slot left. Wait, I've used Cure Wounds, I used Grease, so I have 2 left. No. Do I only have 2 slots? I might only have 2 slots. Oh, I didn't I didn't know
character
that.
sheet.
Yeah, I think I know artificers don't have shit for spell slots, but I didn't know it was only 2 at level 2. Oh fuck.
Oh dear God. Yeah, hold on.
It is in fact only 2 first level
Only
spells.
2, yeah. Ah, fuck, yeah. Okay. You have cantrips. You do have cantrips.
Yes. Let's see. Produce flames. That's a D8. That's not going to help. D10. Okay. We are presently in fight or flight. I take no responsibility for anything I do to this man, as I am worried for my own safety primarily right now, as I am very close to dying. As such, I would like to take my hand of the opposite shoulder that doesn't have, a fucking sword in my shoulder, and I would like to get my spell focus, my like little like custom like lockpicky type deal, and I would like to very politely cast a firebolt at him.
Very politely cast firebolt.
into nowhere lethal, just into his side to try and is this gonna mess with command at all? Is he still gonna drop his weapon?
Well, it's not Tiberius that has a sword. You're right. I thought that was the other
It
guard.
is Tiberius, but
Oh, it is. Sorry.
It's very Tiberius.
By the person taking damage, I don't see any like. It's not like a concentration spell that they're casting. It's just an effect that they're under. He's going to drop his weapon as soon as his next turn hits.
Everybody's kicking the shit out of Tiberius, but he's not going to do anything next turn.
That man just dug a sword into the dude.
God,
sure.
yes.
Well, actually, he is gonna drop his weapon next turn. I guess I can. And is the other guard? There's another guard trying to hit blind, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So I guess I'll struggle to raise my my whatever arm I need to fire the shot, and I'm gonna try and fire a shot at the guy who's trying to hit blind.
Okay. You raise some mysterious metallic device that only you really know the inner workings of, and you attempt to fire at this guard who has just missed your very dexterous friend.
And then I have. Oh my god, I have +5 to hit with that, so it's a 13.
13. Okay, 13 dies, which means the victory goes to you. Roll for damage.
Awesome, and I think it's a D10 +3. Yeah, D10 +3. So roll. Twelve.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's exactly that's exactly what he as he had. So, from this device that you just barely managed to aim, I'm imagining you're bringing it from under your armpit, like a fucking like Wild West motherfucker, right? Like with a shotgun, just or with your pistol, you just fire like this, and you pop it, and it hits him square in the chest. Like there's a solid, like large cigarette burn in leather armor he's wearing, and he just boom and crumples like in Harry Potter when they hex Neville Longbottom. He's like Petrificus Totalis. It's the same kind of thing. He just like goes legs straight and just bam hits the ground. He's at 0 hit points. He is unconscious. Okay, Hartman, man, the badass himself. It is your turn. You're up.
Oh man, so can I get like a recap of what's happening physically, like where everybody is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So at this very moment, Chris is out of the grease. You're all on the same side of the grease pile. So the maintenance alley is basically blocked off by a grease puddle. Chris is with Ignis trying to rouse him. Jenny is currently where are you? You're still in the same spot. You've just cast command and you're kind of like watching to see what happens. The guard that was shotgunned in the face is crawling away towards the far wall because he is scared as shit of you. He's not prepared for this. Guard 2 just got KTFO. He's like flat on his back. Marcus is still kind of hunched over with a sword lodged in his shoulder, but he just fired and saved your ass. And then Tiberius Preston is trembling, holding his sword. And the entire time frame it took this to happen is 6 seconds. So it really hasn't been that long. You dodged a sword, and like 6 seconds have passed. This guy got shot.
Yeah, so to keep pace, what happens if I pull the sword out of Marcus? Like, is he negatively affected?
No, I mean...
Alright, my plan
it would just come out.
The sword that comes out of Marcus is going to be dropped immediately after, I do want to say.
Yeah.
So like, that's not super
relevant. It's
continuous.
You can, but you're okay. But like, let's be honest. Realistically, would you grab a sword that's jammed in my arm and just pull it straight out?
Yes, that would be my plan. But so I can't use the sword after I take it out of him.
He's still. Oh no! What?
Using an item counts as an action. So retrieving the sword from your buddy's shoulder. Buddy's a loose term here. That would be an entire action. You'd still have a bonus action, but you can't just use a sword to attack Tiberius.
Hartman, you have sneak attack right now.
Yeah.
Jake Keg is within range of you. Just got to point that out real quick.
He's an ally at this point. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm a what now?
So you know the guy. You told him to put his sword down. We're not beefing with.
Okay, so who's crawling away again?
Guard number 1.
Who?
The guy who got traumatized by me blasting his face open and then healing him.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a fat play, and I'm gonna go run over to that guy and bash his skull on the ground.
Please don't.
Like full kick to the head.
Matt, quick tip: in Discord, you can right-click someone's name and kick them from the chat. Please don't. Like genuinely, Blender. Please don't.
Okay. I just don't know. Like, okay, is there anywhere that I can run to?
Yeah, you can go back to the crowd if you want to. You can go back up to the fire escape. You can.
I go back up to the fire escape every time. That's what we're gonna do.
You're just dipping the fuck out.
Are you like sworn to protect Moldovius?
Yeah,
Bad
that's your
bodyguard.
whole MO.
You're the worst.
Bitch, 2 seconds ago, you were like, I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna be in front of any damage. And now you run up a fucking fire escape when he takes a sword in
I
the arm.
saved you. I used my cantrip my whole turn to save you.
There's a plan.
Okay.
You're gonna go back up and he's gonna redo the flying
He's
body.
gonna fucking-
So fire escape is a movement, right?
Yeah, no, movement and then a dexterity check to try to get up. It's got a low DC though. Just try to like roll dex, see if you can reach it. Or roll athletics since it's your.
I swear, if
Okay.
you hop off of this thing and you
I got
miss
12
and you
plus
land,
1, so that's 13.
13. Okay, that's good. You can go ahead and climb up the fire escape.
Okay, so
all I'm
next,
saying is, if blind crit fails, he has to land on the sword that's in Moldovius' arm.
oh, see, my plan.
Farther.
I'm hopping off that bitch. We're going for the elbow again.
What?
This time I'm targeting. This time I'm targeting the dwarf.
Such a shit bag.
Generic?
Why? I'm helping y'all. I'm so mad.
How much have you helped? You
Fucking
said
bad.
you said a word. You said a word. Everything else you've done has been against us.
No, I calmed them down and then I told him to stop attacking you again and use my last fucking spell slot. I'm fucking balding, bro.
I see blind going up to this, and I'm like, get
so
him,
funny.
get him. At Tiberius.
Tiberius has hex on him, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll fuck
You
him up,
can
I
damage
guess.
to him.
Real quick. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Okay, so how close is Ignis to generic?
To generic, about 15 feet.
Wait, so were we in like a
I'm
triangle?
sorry.
like-
Generic, it's about 10 feet.
Okay. So I ran. Right.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I ran generic to get to Ignis, right?
Correct.
Okay. Good to know. Sorry, blind. It's your turn.
Actually, okay. I think thinking about the situation further, once I'm up top, I will choose to just like sit up there and see as things develop.
Okay. Just take a perch. Rude.
Yeah, I'm just perching
Oh,
up.
man.
That's
Looking like
the
a very serious watermelon, just up there, just chilling.
yeah.
Like a very
I
serious.
actually whip out the pitcher from inside my cloak and begin chugging another pitcher of tea while we're waiting.
Of course. So Tiberius, it's his turn now. He drops the sword. He sees that you've KO'd, buddy. The sword drops. He just feels compelled by higher power to do so. However, he's a 4th level champion fighter, so he's going to go ahead and use Action Surge to get a bonus action, to get an extra. What am I trying to say here? He's using Action Surge. Basically, he gets another action. So he's going to withdraw his dagger and try to. Let me think. Who should he attack?
Oh god, if Moldovius goes into a death save right
All
now,
I'm
I
saying
swear.
is, can he reach me? I don't think so. Yeah. I get the fire escape
He
now.
can't reach you.
Huh?
Seeing that Moldovius is kind of like down for the moment, he pulls out a knife and turns and rushes towards Ocelot and Ignis and tries to stab at Ignis. Because, god damn it, if he's going to go down swinging, he's going to try to kill a fucking Scaly.
Okay, is this where I can interject by once again leaping to someone's rescue from up top with a flying elbow before he can reach Ignis?
That would
Stay, yeah, just because you just got to the top as he starts to run. But when it comes around to your turn, I'll tell you what.
Actually, what does he get? Is his turn just going up the thing, or because it's movement, would his turn be going up and jumping?
Going up and jumping off would be okay. So when you take a turn, you have your movement, you have your action, you have your bonus action.
Okay.
You can use to hold an action. Hey, how about this? Let's say you held your action, like movement to the top of the thing. That counts as like movement. And then you can hold your action until you see somebody come within range to do the fucking flying elbow.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know how to phrase that.
Okay, yeah. There is a term for that. It's called holding an action. You just wait until a certain condition is met, and then you can kind of interrupt the initiative order and be like, "Hey, this is that circumstance. I declared it beforehand. I can now do the thing I said I was going to do."
Then
So just going forward.
Yeah, I'll hold my action until someone tries to until someone attacks either Chris, Moldovius, or Ignis.
Does Hartman get sneak attack on the elbow drop since we're within range?
Well, I'd be coming from
Yeah, actually, an ally within 5 feet, that counts as a criteria.
Let's go.
So as Tiberius moves into the final rush, Knives Out style, just trying to get the killing blow against this fucking scaly lizard. Roll to hit.
All right.
While you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and make a different character because Artie's never get anywhere near y'all fuckers.
13.
Artie's a good boy.
A bonus on that?
Using your body, I would say. Guys, what do you think? Would you add a deck bonus to this?
I'm jumping from the top of a building.
That's difficult. It's very tough.
Damn.
Yeah.
What else climb trees and shit all the time, man? He's a rogue, so it would kind of make sense that this jump would at least be elegant enough to be proficient.
Yeah.
See,
No.
your proficiency is in athletics.
That's some bullshit.
Tell you what, add your strength modifier to it. See if that helps at all.
It does not. I would like to not do that.
It's not. Oh no! Oh no!
I feel like since he's going for a tackle rather than like a jumping like punch or something, then this is gonna be a dexterity because like he's jumping and then he's just trying to land. Right.
Also,
Athletics is strength. What do you mean?
do I not add the stealth bonus because this is like the backstab thing or whatever it was?
Well, that would just double the
damage.
you already hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So his armor class is 14. Man, you go for the flying elf elbow, but second time is not the charm. You miss him, and you land prone.
Not a player plus one.
Go ahead and take
Can he dex
1 to
save?
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
No.
I take how many points of damage?
I'll tell you. Hold on.
A D10 or a D6?
I think it's a D10
All
every
damage
10
calculated.
feet.
Every D10 every 10 feet.
God.
Okay, so yeah, take 5 damage, and you are now prone on the ground next to Tiberius.
Son of
It's as
I love how like
his action continues.
A small wood elf and like hopping arbor run up and then hop up and just play it on the ground.
Just read stereo style, baby.
He's just playing.
You guys are on my team, and Generic is the only person who has contributed to the fact that I got stabbed.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
You're the only person who has done something in an effort to help me stab wound.
I cast an Hex on the dude. You can hit him.
Then proceeded to not hit him.
Also, I want to say, you guys are going...
two
No,
people. We
let
killed
Matt
two
talk. Let Matt talk.
I won't say it's not graceful, but you don't land on the guy. You just barely miss him. Your flying elbow, you land superhero style, 5 feet away from him. You just pow. The guy sees you coming, just kind of jukes out of the way, and goes. And he still has the Knives Out Chris Evans pose going, and he tries to stab Ignis directly in the heart. Let me roll to see if he hits. Did I give Ignis an AC? We're gonna find out. Let's find out.
I think he needs an
AC3.
AC. He's probably got the same AC as me, right? Because we're like one and the same. We're kind of buds, right?
No. Okay, so he rolled 12 plus the 3. That's 15 to hit. At best, his armor class would be 14. So yeah, he does wind up hitting Ignis, and he's going with the dagger, which is just 1d4. So
Do I have a reaction here, seeing him going to Ignis?
Ignis is in front of you. You're behind Ignis, and Tiberius is facing Ignis. So it's Tiberius, Ignis, you. You're behind him. That makes sense.
Okay, but do I have any reaction for him?
No, you don't. Not in this circumstance, since there's somebody between you, and technically Tiberius is not in your space.
Okay.
Ignis takes 3 points of damage.
Oh, damn.
So you see the knife come down, and he goes And fortunately, years of living on the street have honed this Dragonborn's senses to just barely give him enough time to like kind of dodge out of the way. But Tiberius does draw blood finally as he brings his dagger down and cuts a good little shallow wound into Ignis's chest, opens up the plate right where his breastbone would be, were he a human. And his turn ends. He's right there in front of you. There's just a person between you and him, Chris. So, Derek, you're up next, man. Initiative roll. You're still standing in your position. What do you do? You're torn now between a choice. You have this internal monologue going on between yourself of the duty you swore to uphold 24 hours ago and the lives of these not quite innocent bystanders.
Innocent at all.
Also, suffice it to say, like you're torn down the fucking middle, dude. Like duty or the right thing.
How is that the right thing?
Are we
We're
really
still criminals.
Okay, duty or the common good.
Common good. Okay, I get what you're saying. You want the story to move on, and I need to just roll with that. Okay.
No. Okay, don't let me put my personal politics into it. Help your boss, who's kind of a bloodthirsty murderer trying to kill some thieves, or help thieves do not die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe I'm.
I just want to. No. I get what you're saying. I'm just trying to think what would be at least semi in character, but also would get the ball rolling. I mean, I don't know.
Fucking poor elf who just missed wildly and face planted on the ground. Get the hell up.
Okay, but in character, you did that while you were attacking a city guardsman.
It was in defense.
Lay on hands the Genasi who has 4 HP left.
That's an action. If I do that, I can't do anything to stop the other guy. I'm trying to think what my best move here is. Okay, 2 of them are functionally incapacitated. Yes, one's knocked out and one's in the oil or on the other side of the oil, question mark. And he's like kind of
all on the same side of the oil. Like
okay.
The grease, like it shut off the maintenance exit, so there's only the small exit at the end of the alley or the open front of the alley that leads out to the crowd.
Is the guard who got free plastic surgery, is he
got the fuck out of Dodge.
Is he like trying to get the fuck out, or is he like next turn he's gonna be coming for someone?
So his turn is up next. But as his last stand was, he was making his way to the back wall because he was frightened.
Okay.
His next turn, that condition will end, and he's going the fray. Just spoilers.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah. I mean, there's not much of a reason. I really just wanted to de-escalate. Do I have any abilities that are useful? I am not close enough to anyone to use interception currently. Okay, so just to get an idea in my head, if we think about where people are, you said it's a 15-foot wide alley, roughly?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay. So if we have, like, is this a real pin that works? This, we got, like, can you see that? Like, back against the wall, there's Ocelot, there's Ignis, there's Tiberius, and here's me, roughly.
Your camera's not on. I don't see anything.
No, it is. It's
the
other
Jenny's cam.
Scroll over.
No, I've got the grid up. Oh, it's just loading for me. I don't see anything.
Okay. Well, whatever. It's like, they're like stacked up. Like Tiberius, then Ignis, then Ocelot, and then I'm kind of off to the side a little bit.
Right, you're kind of off to the side, and then Blind is right up, like, closer to them than you are, but not quite part of the pile.
And where exactly is Moldovus?
Moldovus is still back next to the grease. Still hurting, by the way. Got a big fucking gash in his shoulder, but you know.
But no one's near him.
Nobody's near him except for the unconscious guard 2, and guard 1 is the next closest to him.
Sorry, I'm taking a while, but I don't know what to fucking do here. Yeah, let's. I don't know. Let's go try to chill Tiberius out before he fucking kills somebody. I don't know if I need to. What can I do to stop him from?
You can just knock him out. If you
want to knock him out, he's still my fucking boss.
You can grab him. He's not technically your boss. He's more like a mentor right now. Like I said, you're separate departments. Like
I think you were shadowing him because it was your first day at work. I don't think he's like your direct superior.
I want to talk because I want to do the combat, and I don't mean to be taking a long time, but I want to get the story going so we can do. I want to do like the campaign and be a party, but I also don't want to break my character randomly to do that. So, like,
No, you're good.
what would you say is feasible for me to do here to, like, talking to you guys not as party members but as people? Can we agree to kind of chill out?
I've been trying to
I don't want you to feel like, dude, if you're having fun, I'm having fun. I'm having fun DMing this.
No, I'm having a ton of fun.
There's
Don't
not
feel
a
like
logical
you're-
reason I jumped off of a fire escape twice.
Like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm having a ton of fun.
My point is, don't feel like you're hindering us in any way by acting true to your character. I really appreciate that. Everyone else is kind of like having fun doing this, but you're trying to play a part, and I really appreciate that. That's part of the game. It's completely valid. Like, don't feel like you have to compromise just based on what you perceive us want you to do. You know what I mean? If this is how you play the character, then go for it. Like, don't worry about me, okay? I've got contingencies. I can get this shit out. If you skip 6 or 7 story beats, that's completely fine. I got a whole plot for a prison escape. It's okay. Okay, I got a whole thing ready for you. Okay?
Prison escape.
You don't worry about it.
Are we not supposed to go Tiberius for like another 6 story beats?
Can we? Okay, I want to talk to. I want to talk to. What do you guys want?
Gaming is just a contingent set of contingencies upon contingencies.
So I'd like to note that I honestly probably wouldn't have done those flying elbows, but I just, if I had read my character sheet, because I just realized I had a longbow this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, you have weapons and abilities.
And I probably would have just been shooting arrows there, but I didn't know I had that. So
Marcus, please talk.
Okay, so your character is quite honestly in a moral bind of pragmatism right now. You don't want to assault not your boss, but like a guy who works in a similar field as you. Yeah. And I feel like assaulting him might get you a little fucked up in your new position. So how much does your guy actually care about this job?
Okay, backstory-wise, I sort of left my clan to go to Menagerie to try and, like, after a lot of the shit that happened to the Dwarven homeland, I wanted to go try to help people. So I figured, like, hey, let's become a paladin. So I'm being a little bit spoilery here, but the idea was I eventually leave the guard because of reasons and sort of betray them to follow my own moral code. But I don't feel like all my buddies get mugged in an alley is necessarily the moral transformation I was thinking about. So okay, I want to say, if I just sort of try to incapacitate Tiberius here, can we get it rolling to the point where that might be like a thing where I kind of leave the guard? Are y'all cool with that? Because I don't want to. If y'all are having fun, I don't want to ruin it because I'm also having a ton of fucking fun right now. But also, I want to do more.
I will say I had a plan for this. And Chris never getting out of the oil really fucked up that plan.
Yeah.
I have a question.
I was going to.
Are you going to throw me as a cat, and do you want me to like turn, and then like
see one of
I have a spell called catapult, and I can throw anything that weighs 5 or less pounds.
One of
But
my
you do
plans,
take 3d8.
Y'all are gonna love my character. About 2 episodes.
I wanted Maldovius to throw me at Tiberius, but that wasn't part of it, so I jumped off the building instead.
Do it.
Yeah, so Blinder, I don't think you get to claim any plans when the only thing you've done is faceplant off a fucking building. I don't think
No. I landed a beautiful precision flying elbow.
You were falling with style, to quote fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Generic, you could probably, unless you do double. So the way that do you know how instant kills work? To instant kill him, the excess damage has to equal his health total. So if you don't think you'll do like 20-something damage and you just want to knock him out, then you can just knock him out.
I think Arner's gonna put not killing people, like, not that he's a fucking pacifist, but he's gonna put like not brutally murdering people by a racially charged motive of a corrupt guard above protecting the law. And I'm not gonna hit him, but can I try to? I mean, he has high strength. Can I try to? I'm not gonna hit him. Can I try to grapple him to get him off people?
The 4th grapple attempt?
Dude, I'm gonna take the grapple feat. I know it's so bad, but apparently it's my favorite fucking thing to do.
Tell you what. Go ahead and make a grapple check with advantage.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Give me inspiration for this because you're staying true to the character.
Imagine your first day on the job as a cop. You just hear your boss yell the N-word.
Yeah, I mean, really. Like, grapple
That's
strength, yeah? Grapple strength? Yes?
What?
Grapple is strength?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 3. Got a 21.
A bolt.
You got a 21?
Yes.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah, dude.
Finally, a good roll.
Let me see if he can contest that.
I'm trying to pull him off you guys so that he doesn't
got his second good roll
take-
of the
yeah.
night, time to ruin it.
so that he doesn't take out you guys' he doesn't dig out your fucking eyeballs with a dagger or some shit. I'm
Heal the
just
scale
gonna try to
off.
pull him off. Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna fucking descale Ignis.
Okay, yeah, no. He fails the grapple contest. He's successfully grappled. You've got your boss by the collar, man. You got to pin him against the wall. You have control of his position, and he's going to have disadvantage on attacks.
Cool.
Congratulations, you had a successful grapple.
Time to take the grapple feat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby, that's what we were waiting for.
That's what I've been waiting for.
I have a fun idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
So, continuing in the initiative order, guard 1 is no longer frightened. He feels his face and his nose. And he knows that everything is kind of back more or less the way it is, just like it should be. It doesn't have his teeth, but he can live without those. And he still has a dagger on him. So he goes and he takes off towards you, passes Moldovius, who, by the way, is still keeling over the pool of grease, just not feeling too great. And seeing this insurrection, this mutiny, moves to attack Arner Jadekeg. Let me roll to hit, see what he's got.
I feel like
What's your armor class, by the way?
18.
Who's stacking Jade Kid?
guard 1.
A guard 1, base reconstruction guy. He's got no helmet.
How much health does he have right now? 9?
I healed him. No, he was at negative, so he should be at 5.
Okay.
He's at... No, yeah, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, Chris put him to -4 from fucking full, and
Gamer.
Dude is determined. Dude is like, holy shit, what the fuck? So he moves to attack Arner Jadekeg, but he's not used to his vision being impaired from the healing. He's seeing double. It's like Rocky at the end of the fucking movie. Any of the movies, just pick one. You just cannot tell which Arner Jadekeg is the real Arner Jadekeg. So when he brings his sword down, picks wrong, whiffs entirely, and just kind of stumbles forward and like drops to one knee. Okay. Guard 2, still unconscious. Chris, you're up.
Let's go.
you should make
doing your
a
turn.
Am I? Can I ask a question? Are we allowed to? Do you want us to just be quiet while Chris is taking his turn, or because I wanted to tell him something, but I don't know if you want me to not interfere or anything.
Is this still
If you want to talk to him about something, go ahead and tell him. Yeah,
go
no.
for it. Go for it.
Okay. I was just checking. For future.
Yeah.
Christine, go ahead. Sorry, I wanted to make sure.
Is this in character? Like, if you want to talk to me in character, go for it.
I was just saying, in general.
Like if we DM, if we ever need to shut the fuck up, just say something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I think
And, no,
that's-
I'll take care of
I know
it.
we slow down combat a lot by talking all 4 of us through every person.
Right.
It's part of the experience, honestly. I've never had DM a Dungeons and Dragons game go super smooth. Oh, I take a turn. Oh, I take a turn. That's just not how it works. We don't stress about it. If y'all got to talk about something and it's relevant, it's not bothering the person whose turn it is. Go for it.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Charisma modifier.
my charisma modifier right now is +3.
What stat does intimidation use?
Intimidation uses charisma.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You did just physically maim this man.
I did do that. Okay, so he's on his knee in front of me, right?
He's kind of behind. You all form an L shape essentially. So
Right.
there's Ocelot and Ignis, and then Tiberius is at the corner of the L,
Mhm.
and then there's Arner J-Keg, and then there's Buddy Boy over here. So
Okay. Gotcha.
basically,
Gotcha.
you're both
Where
one
am I
fine.
face planted.
All right. So at this point,
Oh yeah, you are actually kind of closer, like right here.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like you're equidistant. You're closest to him. The closest person that's free to attack him. If that makes sense, because Arner is grappling right now.
okay.
Is there
So
like-
Back to him.
I'm gonna put my arm around Ignis, seeing that he got hit, and I put my hand up to his wound to like put pressure on the wound, and I'm like, we're gonna be alright. And then I look over at Moldovius, Moldovius and Blind, and I'm like, look, if y'all want to get out of here, like now's the time. Let's go. And then as I'm saying that, before y'all respond, I look at Arner J-Keg, and I'm like, you're cool. Thanks for not killing us. Come with us.
Come with you?
Yes, come with us. Look, this dude, like, even if he is a police officer, like, okay, you guys are corrupt, but this
Yeah.
dude's probably gonna get charged with some
I mean, I just got attacked, so I guess it's not crazy to say come with us. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
okay, okay.
what is this? How long have you been with these?
Like an afternoon.
And this whole time,
Yeah.
Tiberius just held against the wall, just snarling, just, "Oh, you motherfucking piece of shit! Get the fuck off me!" Like,
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna go up. I move up to. God, I keep forgetting it's Tiberius. I pull out my knife, so I let go of the wound on. I pull out my knife and I put it in his nostril. I don't stab him. I just put it in his nostril, so I have a knife. And I look at Arner and I kind of laugh and I'm like, sit the fuck down and do not say anything about this, or I will rip your nose out of your face. And do I roll intimidation?
I make an intimidation check.
Yes.
What is
Oh.
Did you say uh-oh? Did you say uh-oh?
No, sorry, I did something.
Oh, okay.
That's plus 3. That's plus 3.
That's a 20.
22.
Okay, seeing. Let me think. You're in the form of Moldovius right now.
Yeah, I'm in Moldova.
Seeing the man that he just crumpled with a strike up, holding a knife inside his face, as a suitably disconcerting effect against Tiberius. He knows when he's beat. He's had many battles in his life, and he gets the sense that this is just not one he's going to walk away from unscarred. He's been compelled to drop his weapon, which is something he's never done. He's seen a man's face kind of pop back into shape, and he had a flying fairy crash into him with a gigantic elbow. He's not sure how he feels about that sexually. So, all that being said, with a knife in his nose, his eyes kind of cross, and you see they're not like an unpleasant shade of blue. And maybe at one point in his life, this was a younger, handsome man, had his way with the world, and like at some point fell from grace, hopped in a bottle, and never quite crawled out. But just for a moment, you see the mind of someone you maybe respect as an opponent kind of cross his eyes and look at your blade and be like, fucking fine, get the fuck out of here. Take the goddamn dwarf with you.
Yeah.
And he kind of lets go of his dagger and drops it to the ground where it clatters anticlimactically. The guard behind him, however, is still dazed and coming up from one leg and preparing for his next turn. So that guy's still hostile. He's not sure what's going on.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, can I, so I originally had I have a karambit, right? So originally I had it like this, but can I turn it inside his nose and then poke down slightly and do like a D1 of damage, right? Like just a D1 into his nose.
Interception.
No. You already won.
I would allow interception because
We're already good.
We're already good, bro. Yeah, we're already good. Chill.
No, but you don't, like, How do you see me like how do you see?
We just gotta get out of here, brother.
Is it my turn right now?
Wait, but so do
currently-
I do this then? Do you intercept?
Okay, let me see. Interception. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus to a minimum of 0 damage. You must be wielding a shield or a simple martial weapon to use this reaction. He's got a shield. He's got a warhammer.
You're trying to do 1d1 and it's a d10. So I feel like
I heal him 7 points. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's to a minimum of 0.
No, I'm joking. I don't want to fuck with that. Let him do his D1 because it's just kind of flavor.
I'll say it doesn't do any damage, but you do twist the knife inside of his nose and like scrape clean. Like he feels it. The inside of that nostril is going to be raw for a couple of days.
Okay, but can I like specifically do a D1?
Are you
flavor.
proficient with your gambit?
Yeah.
You're trying to get him a septum piercing? What are you doing here?
So if I do a D1, it procs Hex and he takes 1d6 necrotic damage in his nose.
No, chill out.
Bro, he's already
I will use interception for that.
All right, fine. I'll just dig a booger out of his nose with my knife and I'll wipe it. And that's my bonus.
Okay, that's your bonus action.
I
No.
appreciate
All right.
the flavor action, but let's chill.
1d6 necrotic damage on a 1 point of damage. That'd be funny though.
Yeah.
Okay, now it is Louise's turn.
I'm gonna go grab a drink while you're doing this.
Mobius Magpie, what you doing?
So Guy has given us the go ahead to leave, right?
Correct.
Is this other guard in a position to stop us? Like I will fuck his shit if he tries. Is he in a position to stop
It is
us?
dazed. He just had an eye grow back and heal. He's kind of reorienting himself with distance, but he is still a threat. He did not hear in his conversation. And like I said, he's still trying to get ready to like swing again.
Yeah, I wanted Chris to intimidation check him to chill the fuck out, but
I did it on the other game, so next time.
Okay. Let me think. What do I want to do? I had a plan of something funny I wanted to do, but I need us to be out of combat first. Let me think. What can I do? I know exactly what I can do.
I like the conviction. What you got?
Okay. Okay. I want. Is he looking towards me?
Guard? No, his back is to you.
Okay. In that case, I guess if he's not, then I guess trying to talk at him wouldn't make sense. So I'll. Do I want to try and talk to him? I have -1 charisma. It's not worth it. Actually, yes. I would like to use an action to attempt to talk to him. To talk him down.
Okay. You yell to get his attention. What do you say to him? He turns to see you. He's like, "What the fuck?" Meanwhile, Blind is still active. He's got one shoulder facing you, one shoulder facing Blind. So like, just that. So what do you say to him?
Hi, I am the other you don't know my name. I'm the other lad, the clone. I didn't assault you. I was the good one. And I feel like in good faith for maintaining your well-being on my part, you could agree with your boss's decision and let us depart peacefully. However, if you decide not to, there is a chance that in this 4-in-1 situation, we will continue to use force.
Yeah.
Hope for persuasion. And while you're doing that, he counter responds. He's like, "What the fuck did you do to my nose?" Like trying to like blink, focus on you.
I don't really know. I usually fix guns and swords. Faces are kind of different. But you can breathe, right?
Okay, what was your roll?
I'm doing it now. Okay. Never mind.
He goes, "Breathe, you're a fucking magic user. Fuck you!" And like he goes to like.
Oops, I rolled the
himself
wrong thing.
again. Ready himself again. Yeah,
okay.
You got 2 too.
Yeah, I didn't mean to roll again. I have it set to Control V and like set up the 1d20 thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I shoot him then if he's gonna keep doing this? Can I firebolt him?
I mean, he's kind of disoriented. He can't chase us that well, right?
Well, he just said he's still an active threat in combat, and I'm not really in the mood for this.
Yeah. He's gonna recover. He's just kind of wobbly right now.
Okay.
I'll say you use the bonus action to talk to him, but your main action you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Firebolt doesn't do that much damage, so let's try this. Oh,
God.
never mind. And then it's a +5 to hit. So 10. Okay.
I'm done bitching about my rolls now, Marcus. I'm sorry.
So there's a 10 to hit. You take the same metallic item out of your cloak and you try to basically quick draw shoot him out of an old western. Still, I'm picturing like a revolver. I'm sorry, but you're trying to quick shot him and you just miss. It just kind of dings off the side of his breastplate and skids harmlessly off the tiles of cobblestones behind him. In the meantime, he takes no damage. And now he's kind of back at full where he was before, more or less.
Okay. Okay. Fast
so
turn.
mission failed. Sorry. Hartman, blind. You're up next. His back is to you. What you got?
Sneak attack.
So Tiberius' back is to me, right?
Tiberius
is out. Tiberius is out. He's against a wall. Arner is against him to be. So guard 1, the guy that got facial reconstruction, is back to being hostile. He's got a sword and he is facing away from you. So there's the L.
I would like to. Okay, wait. Let me check on something because I want to get this right. So I'd like to take out my short sword.
Okay.
And come up behind him and slit his fucking throat.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Why? Okay.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Do we count Honor Jade Keg as an ally?
I'm beside Jade Keg too, so.
Oh wait, this is Jade Keg, not guard 1.
So both sneak attack that you only get bonus. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Jade Keg is the closer one to him, but his back is to you. Shit. No, I'll give you advantage. This counts as sneak attack. If you
Wonder's such a fucking murder hobo.
If you hit, you do double damage. Roll to hit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sneak attack. That's how it works, right? You hit, you do double damage if you successfully hit.
No. Sneak attack is a rogue ability. It's just an extra d6.
Oh, extra d6.
If it's
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's an extra d6.
That's still
if it's a finesse.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of critical hit. My bad.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, go ahead and roll a hit.
Okay, let's see.
You can. I want to add. I'm pretty sure you can specify non-lethal damage unless you're just really out for blood right now.
No, I want to kill him. So
what
did I add?
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get out.
So what modifier?
I'm gonna slit his throat, but non-lethally.
Yeah.
So it's a finesse weapon, which means that you're gonna add your proficiency to hit, and then I think you're gonna add your dex to damage, and then an extra d6.
So I'm rolling damage right now.
Did you already hit?
No.
Did you hit?
Yeah. So
roll
you
a hit. Roll a d20 to hit.
Okay, so I'm rolling a d20.
And the finesse property lets you add your.
God damn
Okay.
it!
Oh, you roll. Thank God.
You don't hit. I'm trying to think how to put that flavor wise. You unsheath your dagger and you walk up towards him to slit his throat, but then a thought kind of stays your hand. It's like, need there be bloodshed? Like you kind of flash back to your past for a moment and you're like, do I really want to be that man again that I once was? And for just a moment, you still your hand. And that's what saves this guard's life. For the moment, anyway.
You being a pussy. That's what saves his life.
What they're rolling bad is what's going to save this campaign.
It's having a moment of like clarity. It's like, do I want to be this murderous motherfucker? Even though I did like 2 seconds ago. It's a crisis. There's death. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tiberius Preston, it's now his turn. He's no longer an active combatant, but he does still have a place in the initiative order. He yells to the guard, "Stand down, son!" And Tiberius kind of like goes off in there. Let me see if he. I'm gonna give him a.
Is he the guy's superior?
Roll with Yeah, no, he's in the City Watch, and the guard is part of the City Watch. Cool. So it's like your boss's boss telling you to stand down.
Gotcha.
So let me see real quick if that works on this guy who is and confused. All right.
Go back and pay your tab, by the way.
I was planning.
Yeah, really,
I was planning.
it's petty theft. Okay, yeah, no, he rolled a 3 and a 1. Fuck. Wow, no. So, with his face still pressed against the wall by Arner Jadekeg, words don't carry the same weight of command that they would otherwise, and the guard is otherwise unaffected, still set on his mission to fight these these cafe dine and dashers. He doesn't know about the banditry. He's going through a lot for this job. I'm telling you that much.
What happened in his day that he feels the need to treat us like this? What the fuck did we do?
Chris blew his fucking face off. What do you mean? What happened in this day?
Part of it's that, and part of it is also the Bahamutian Church plays a large part in the upbringing of and training of their guard. The paladins and clerics more so, but there is kind of like this jingoistic propaganda throughout the City Watch. If you join, you're kind of indoctrinated as brotherhood. And yes, I know there are parallels with real life and cops and all that. It's intentional. Let's just move past it. With the idea that you're willing to give your life not only for the lives of your brothers in arms, but also for the well-being of the city. So in his mind, which I remind you, just grew back his frontal lobe, basically. He's still in the right. He's going to fight till the last man, until he can no longer stand, essentially. And that ends his turn. Benny, we're back up to you, man. You successfully talked down your boss, or your mentor, rather, and you still have grappled against the wall. How do you proceed?
Man, can I just... I'm going to let go of Tiberius, because he's done fucking with us.
Free action, I'll allow it. You still have your action and movement.
Okay. Who's low? Marcus. I'm gonna go to Marcus. He shouldn't be that far away, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
No. He's nearby.
What's your max health, Marcus?
20.
Now that is going to.
I took 16.
Sorry,
what are you saying? It is going
to provoke an attack opportunity because you're moving past guard 1. So.
Yeah, let's see if he can fucking hit me first.
Yeah, no, the 18 AC, we're going to find out. Hold on, let me see.
I have contributed almost nothing to this combat. I made this so much harder with my...
great. You fixed our problems, and then you got stabbed.
Okay, you rolled a 4. There's no way. He's still... the guard rolled a 4. There's no fucking way. Like, he just thought he was good, but he's really not. Like, he just kind of like holds back and sees the army. He's like, oh, maybe this guy's on my side. He's just uncertain to the max.
I feel like generic walk by him.
Bitch. No.
The guy stab him. You just knock his sword out of the way and then keep walking.
Wait, real quick, did Ignis ever get a turn?
No.
This wasn't combat.
He pussied out of combat.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Sorry. I'm gonna go lay on hands, Maldovius, and I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him 5. I feel like 11's a solid place for him to be. Wait, no, you have 4 points?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give him 6. I'll bring him up to 10 points.
Thanks.
So I have 4 left. I guess I'll note that. And then I will just be like, let's get out of here. And then can we just start moving away? Can I think lay on hands is an action.
Can we just fucking leave? This one guard should know at this point that he...
Or, I mean, if not, can I use a bonus action to try and intimidate him, or would that be an action?
Talking is a bonus action. After his bonus action, you can go ahead and try to intimidate. What do you say to him?
I thought this was intimidation with advantage as well, because we have killed his friends. And I blew up his face, like...
Might be going a bit far, but...
Don't forget, you got the murder hobo behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I'm just gonna be like,
right there.
just
Pretty fucking ending
Just,
it. Shit. Please say
back
so.
down. Let us leave. We won't harm you. Yeah, I don't know. That's really perception, but I'm not good at intimidation.
Go ahead and roll.
1d20 plus. Probably should have done perception because I'm better at that, but doesn't feel like it fits the situation.
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Should I do persuasion? I mean, yeah, persuasion's just better. Can I try to persuade him instead?
Yeah, try to persuade him, yeah.
Because I haven't rolled yet. 17.
17?
Again.
Yeah.
The
So
only
all
fucking
that
thing I can do.
jingoistic propaganda I just told you about kind of fades to the background, and the guy just kind of realizes not only is it outnumbered, he's got like a girl back at the house. She works at this nice cafe. She brings him tea. It looks like paint every other night, and he just kind of like, staggers over to the far wall, leans his shoulder against it, just kind of slides down in defeat. And just like that, combat is ended. Moldovius, you feel like a very heavy itch, like a bad sunburn, which you've never experienced with the Fire Genasi. Like a twitching of the muscles as they reconnect and like interweave, and the skin begins to heal up as well. But apart from that, you're good. Your case is damaged, but all things told, you're good.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Can I? So we're about to leave, right?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay. Can I?
Are you guys good? Or like, do you guys need anything?
So has the guy dropped his weapon? The guy who stabbed me?
Yes, he dropped it. He's got a dagger, but he's also dropped that as well. He's also against the wall, kind of sitting down. He's like, I hope it was worth it, you fucking stone toucher. Addressing Jenny, he's like, you fucking traitor.
Can I?
You could have had a lunch in the city.
Hey.
You could have had so much.
Hey,
and you
can I
threw
touch
it away.
his-
Remember what I said about the nose, all right? Shut the fuck up.
Can I touch his sword?
Yeah, it's on the ground next to the grease pile.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to use one of my abilities on the sword.
One of your infusions?
No, actually, it's an ability called magical tinkering, which lets me imbue a object with one of 4 very hyper specific properties. I want to record a message on his sword every time he touches it.
Okay.
Yo!
Okay. What's your message?
Yes.
I gotta think about it. I need it to be something that hurts his feelings.
Okay. While you're doing this, I get back over to Ignis. I'm like, hey man, is everything okay? Or like, are you alright?
Meanwhile, all of you turn around and I'm slowly climbing the fire escape at a normal pace.
No.
And what you see dripping out of my cloak is nothing but a mysterious green paint-like liquid.
I know what I want to record on. I know what I want to record.
Yes. I love it.
I would like to record. I just want to whisper into it, like into the handle, so that every time someone touches it, check out Moldovius's makes and models. 50% off discount. 50% off for anyone who tells me the promo code. Fire is hot.
Okay, yeah, it's in the 6 seconds. That sword now will repeat that message anytime you grab it until you max out your magical tinkering limit. I think it's 6 items, and then it will fade. So in the future,
I'm not taking it. I'm leaving it with him.
Okay, yeah. So for the foreseeable future, whoever grabs that sword will hear a message promoting your marketing campaign. It's guerrilla marketing. I respect it.
That's so good.
I'd like to show everyone that during our campaign, my roommate and his girlfriend created whatever the hell is a Oreo ball of whatever.
Ooh, Oreo balls, son. Yes.
Oh, I love Oreo.
You know what those are. Me and Chris, we know what those
This
are.
shit smacks.
Great.
You don't ever talk about Oreos. I
And
hate
now
Oreos.
I must create an edible.
You must. That would be. Oh shit. That would be delicious. Holy shit.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
actually, yeah.
We don't use the word delicious here. We use Bussin'.
W buzzing.
Okay.
I'm not young enough to use that word, you guys.
I'm not young enough.
Winter, you're like causing a storm in your mic every time you breathe, bro.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Heavy breathing from the
Is that
Oreo
better?
ball.
Yeah, you're like fucking salivating over this Oreo, like, this is so good.
I mean, I am.
ASMR.
Alright, does my health reset after the fight, by the way?
No.
It resets after every long rest. So whenever you want.
Every long rest.
Yeah, wait, so am I allowed to long rest
I just
now, or
looked
is
it
that,
up.
is that
In the alleyway?
A long rest is like going to sleep for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours of just no motion or light activity.
Like, that would be like we set up camp or stop at an inn or
Well,
something.
okay,
right?
okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
on that note, right now, I look at everybody, like I look at Moldovius, and I'm like, all right, I know a place we can stay for the night. Just follow me and keep your head down. And I turn into my Dragonborn form, which looks
Are
like
you a dragon? So do changelings have a base state, or do they just?
Changelings do have a base state, but it's not who I am as like identity wise.
Oh, so you're one of those.
Fuck off.
So
What does that mean?
I'm changing.
Do we get a picture?
Yeah, one sec. I'm trying to find the picture. Where did I put
Are you gonna give us a new picture every time you turn into a different character?
I'm into it.
Actually,
I like
with
it.
that.
Yeah, we just have to make a Pinterest board chronologically
Hey,
tracking
I
all
know
the
what I want to do. Hold on, I found out before we leave. I found out what I want to do.
Okay.
I'd like to enter the trance.
What is that?
It's one of my racial traits that says I don't sleep. I just need 4 hours rest, and it will give me the same effect as a full 8 hours of sleep.
Okay, but we're still in an alley. Like,
I'm
we're
on the
not- we're
roof,
not
dog.
camping
in the
alley, like,
Sleeping on
Also,
the roof.
also, I think that I don't know. I haven't read the rules on that in a long time, but I don't know if those 4 hours still. Because I think a long rest is an amount of time that has to pass. So I think that just means that you can do that instead of sleeping to avoid exhaustion.
yeah.
It avoids exhaustion, and also you don't have disadvantage on perception checks or something like that. I've got to look up the rules, but it is your long rest feature is like a buff, and I wouldn't advise long resting on a fire escape above like beaten guards. But if
No,
you
it's
want to,
entirely
you can. I
advisable.
don't think the party's going to stay here.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I turn into my my Dragonborn form, and as you guys like watch my face morph from Moldovius being an exact copy into this white scaled, not as silvery and shiny as Ignis, but this white scaled Dragonborn. I'm like, Moldovius, you should probably cover your head. It's best that the two Fire Genasi's who are wanted for murder that are walking with our group right now.
So you're okay. So you're albino. Where did Hartman go?
I don't know. I messaged him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he said he got split for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's shut
Yep.
down an invite.
It looks.
Yeah, let's shut down now because it's probably another season.
Can we just like go somewhere and sleep? Or it's like the middle of the day, so can we just like go to central
This
place?
is how we're going to end the campaign. Chris has a location in mind that y'all could stay at. So you all head towards the back of the alley, and you squeeze through that narrow opening, and you wind up in the Crooked Mile, which is a supply route that leads from the concourse deeper into the southern part of the city. And Chris knows it well because that's where his family stays.
Exactly, and we also
so-
move at twice speed since I have the urchin background, so I know I have city secrets. So we move at twice speed since we're not in combat through the city, and we get back to my house. Right.
Imagine having a background that gives you something of worth. Cough, cough, Sage.
Nah,
Is that crazy?
I can make us
But
beer.
yeah, and as you're leaving through this tight space, you hear calling out behind you the final words of Tiberius Preston. For the moment, "Oh, fuck yourselves!"
Thank you for the ad space.
and
and
scene.
Steam. All right, so we'll pick up with me
Very close.
with us getting to where I live.
Cool. And this is
Through
okay.
Chadley.
So,
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that you guys have seen the violent, visceral capitalism that is all of Moldovius Magmites.
I just
I
want to
love
point
it.
out that we got to the back alleyway at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, no, that's
Now it's
combat.
10:36.
Combat happens like that a lot.
We spent
It was
2.5
fun,
hours in combat.
That was a great time. We made that so difficult for no reason, and it was great.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Hey Matt, funny story. I need to DM you about something before the night's over because I forgot about that thing.
I want to ask. Sorry, finish.
No,
We're done.
that was it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Did you buy a
Um,
handbook, Jenny?
Yeah, I have the handbook and I bought the monster manual. Don't worry, Matt. I'm not looking through it. I just I wanted it because after we do an encounter, I want to after the encounter check it so I can be like, oh, we kicked this thing's ass. Anyways,
Okay.
I'm not looking through it during
What was
sessions.
the
I think
guard
that's
AC?
shitty.
What was
Wait,
the AC of the guards? What was their AC? Was it 15 or 16?
No, not that high. Tiberius's was 14, and the guards were 12 or 13, I think. I kind of had to mix and match a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't like the stat block I found, so I kind of set them in a certain way. I've got it written down over here somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I forgot that I had plus to spell attack because of my infusion on my spell focus. I think my last firebolt was I don't care that much, but I think it was supposed to hit.
How many infusions do you get?
So it increases with level. As of right now, I can have 2 items infused right now, and I have 4 total infusions. There's one infusion that I'm very excited to have, but it's kind of hard for me to get because, spoiler, the prerequisite material is, I think, a gem of 20 gold pieces value or more.
Yeah. I absolutely fucking love that you used one of your 2 infusions to make this dipshit sword and add.
Oh, no. So that's a different ability. So,
that's tinkering. That's not infusion.
Oh,
It's,
okay, my bad.
so there's this magic ability called Prestidigitation that lets you do random magician make noise and stuff.
Okay, so it's like a cantrip.
Yeah, magic. Yeah, so one of my inherent abilities is that as of right now, I can make up to 3 normal items activate an ability. So I can either make it upon touch, glow bright as shit, show words, or play a message. So I did that. Infusions make things into pseudo magical items, and I only have 2 of those.
That's still super fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week, Chris cannot be here. Yeah. Are we gonna do a different day, or are we just gonna take a break for a week?
It's up to y'all.
I don't care.
Sundays are going to be probably the only day I'm available. I can do Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm free those days. We can sort it out in the chat later. But yeah, no. Whatever y'all decide to do, we got time. It's not like we have to decide right now. But
I mean, I can't. We'll probably just have to take a break then because I can't be here on Wednesday or Tuesday because it's finals next week. So we'll just take a break for a week if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, and those are my only 2 off weeks this week because I work the entire weekend. So
yeah, okay. I just want to double check before we leave.
Yeah. Also, yes, Chris, I was going to make a catapult joke because yes, I get to throw anything that weighs 5 or less pounds, and that is the stat. Granted, you and whatever you hit will take 3d8 damage.
Nice.
No, I was gonna. So if positioning had worked out to make it advantageous, I thought the guards were between us and you. I was going to mage hand you in cat form up and past them to us, but it ended up not being necessary.
That could have been dope. I had some stuff I could have procced at the beginning of the fight if I thought about it, and then this was just fun. I enjoyed shotgun blasting a dude's head off.
Yeah.
And I like.
What the fuck is wrong?
I thought it was very in character because Ocelot hates police. ACAB. Ocelot is about it.
I don't think anyone said it's not in character. It's just the context of you saying, "Let's just knock him out," and then blowing you guys' fucking head off and killing him is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
I loved it.
Molduvius. Oh, you guys don't. This was supposed to happen if we ever talked in character. The intention was not for you guys to say Molduvius every time. You can just call him Mol.
Okay.
Molduvius is a lot of syllables.
You can tell us that when we get to things.
Yeah.
You think your name is a lot of syllables?
I'm not gonna say your last name. You're Ocelot. Ocelot.
Ocelot, not Nick. My name right now.
I'm so excited to get to the level where I have enough plus to hit to not get fucked on by rolls anymore.
Yeah.
I got you.
My entire thing, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I can do a few things with my character that make me just like able to really heavily single target a person and just demolish them. Like, hold on, so I can start with Hexblade's curse and curse someone. So I have a critical on a 19 or a 20, and if the curse target dies, I regain hit points equal to my level plus my charisma modifier, and I gain a bonus to damage rolls against that target equal to my proficiency bonus. If I combine that with Hex, I get a plus 1d6 necrotic damage to hit, and on all of those I have my charisma modifier for attack and damage rolls. So I can just kind of start out with being like boop boop, and then
it's fucking busted, dude.
Hey, also cast Wrathful Smite to get plus 1d6 psychic damage.
Speaking of smite, speaking of single damage, Generic, do you want to explain to him what Radiant Smite does? Because I think single damage you might be overselling it.
Radiant Smite?
Yeah, we have a lot of single target damage on our team. We have a rogue with sneak attack. We have a paladin who's going to be slinging attacks with like 78 later.
I do currently my attack damage plus 2d8 plus 1 per spell slot above level 1 I used to cast it. Also, Chris just died.
I am ranged AoE. That is all I'm here for.
Hey, we need that though. We apparently were lacking that. So
yeah, that's why I'm so glad you took interception, because Jesus Christ, I only have 20 health.
Yeah. Oh, the fact that I feel bad for Hartman because like he just kept doing this cool shit that just didn't land literally.
Well, one of them did.
One of them didn't. No, like I tried to play his character off and cool as shit because rogues are awesome, but you know,
But hopefully it's not fun.
It looked like he was like, oh, I forgot I have a long bow.
Yeah. I mean, also, like, I feel like personally I didn't do a ton in the combat, but I still thought that the situation was super fun. So I don't think it's really about necessarily my character has to make a cool play. It's just like, this has to be a fun encounter. So hopefully you enjoyed it.
I like that our first encounter wasn't just standing there and hitting the other guys.
Yeah.
We had to do this weird, like, rigmarole of trying to de-escalate while also trying to not die.
Yeah. I don't like encounters that are like Pokemon battles, you know, where it's like, oh, this does, you know, extra damage. This guy's vulnerable. I feel like that just reduces it down to like crunching numbers, and that's just not how I like it, you know. The first encounter I ever ran, I was in way over my head. All my characters were level 6, but they had no equipment, so they had to like scavenge stuff while stuff was happening, and they had to fight 3 bugbears on top of griffins while they were on rooftops. So if they failed dex checks and fell off a roof, they might take between 2 and 3d10 falling damage.
Oh my god!
You know, if they just didn't do it right. Fortunately, I had like balconies and shit they could like land on intentionally that would like do no damage, and the fight was like going like 3 stories up because they'd kill one griffin with crossbows, then like the rider would crash, but he'd roll and like come up and fight him, then they'd jump down here, then another character with a grappling hook I homebrewed. It was a fun encounter, but like it took the entire session, and I feel like I could have done the same amount with less, if that makes sense, because they finally got these 2 griffins down, and it was like, okay, well now we got this guy riding one who's just untouched. He's been firing arrows at us up top, you know, for the last 6 rounds. But I like to have combat encounters that have like something to them. Like you'll remember this. You'll remember the flying elf elbow. You remember the grease puddle. You'll remember, you know, character being torn in twain by this crisis of morality. Really, I think that's what makes combat encounters fun. That's kind of the heart of D&D, even if they don't want to say so. Like there's the social aspect where you're role playing. Which, by the way, man, you and Hartman did a fantastic job at the cafe. Like, when you started going off, like, that's the shit that DMs dream about, where characters just kind of, like, play off of each other. Like, that's kind of what I was hoping for when I gave you each agendas. And then the way it interacted, I couldn't have planned it better. I really appreciate it.
Knowing you, just, like, knowing how you, like, act in certain scenarios, Moldovius right there was, like, so you. It was great. It was, like, I was like, this is Marcus playing D&D. Like, this is so
I usually role play more, but since this campaign was just kind of, you know, more casual, you know, just for us to like have a good time and stuff, I wanted to play a character who like I could have fun role playing, but like I didn't need to like mentally prep for 3 hours beforehand.
Mhm.
I also just want to note, I made that combat so much more difficult than it needed to be. I didn't need to shoot the Grace. I would have in real life if I was in that situation, but if I had remembered I only had 2 spell slots, I definitely wouldn't have. And I also wouldn't have healed the guard if I knew that it was going to make him conscious and still hostile.
I think the Grease thing though was great because in character, again, you see this guard that was chasing you come around the corner with no context. Like, of course you're gonna fucking
Yeah,
flip.
that was good.
You
That was
could have
great. I love the commitment to that.
the way, guys. Don't freak out.
My goal with turning into Tiberius was to, like, if generic rolled up, I was gonna be like, I got this under control. Come with us. And then
I had been
lead
there.
us to the place. And
Like
then
a couple-
persuasion. If I would have succeeded on that persuasion roll, we would have avoided that 2.5 hour combat. And then
Matt-
I didn't.
Matt DM'd me a couple minutes before you even came back around the corner to tell me that I was watching you guys in the alley. I was waiting for you to slip.
Yeah. A funny thing that I really I just blanked. Oh my god. That whole combat was just a fucking Chris. How the fuck did you nat 20 crit roll on a non-lethal attack?
All right, guys. Knock down, get out of here. Boom.
There is
Oh, I remember. I was gonna be a dick. It would have been out of character, but I was gonna be a dick because the thing I record onto the weapon is like active sound. So like when it plays, it'll be my voice that I said when I did it. I was gonna have Chris turn into him, and then I was gonna touch his gold tooth, and then I was gonna have Chris record a message in his voice, like, I'm better than this. And then just have it like activate every time he like touches his tooth with his tongue or some shit.
Matt, do you have any interest in like battle maps? Because I just found this site where there's like you can either make your own or there's a bunch of pre-mades, and like I would pay. It's just like $1 premium. I'd pay if you wanted to use that, or like we could rotate paying the party member if you wanted to, or whatever. If you have any interest.
Send it over. I'm trying to figure out the maps portion right now. I've got a map creator that I was trying to use to give a larger scale, diagram of the city itself and the concourse separately.
Yeah.
The issue is the map creators that I have that are free either do like a small dungeon or like a small settlement, or they jump all the way to like continents. Like there's no in between for like city or national scale. And I understand why, because like I'm not exactly operating at a scale that is typically used in D&D, but I feel like for this campaign it works. It gives it some personality, some character. And the more you explore it, the more I'll try to reward you for doing that. I just want to fill it up with as many interesting things that I can that still make sense in the like economy of the city itself. So if you want to do battle maps, I've also got ideas for dungeons. I can use that to formulate all those.
I was just thinking. God.
No, and don't put in too much stuff into maps, like aesthetically. Like a big part of battle maps isn't like to look cool. It's more so just that like we can go through combat faster by not having to keep ask you like, you know, how close am I to this dude? It's more so. It's like even I swear, if you decide that you just want to send us a white grid with pieces on them, that would work for me fine.
I mention it because like Mike Marcus said, I feel like I don't want to bug you with us constantly saying like, am I within 5 feet so I can use my
I understand.
or whatever, and like so you don't have to keep up with as much. Like if combats ever get a little bit bigger where you have to juggle more than like 3 enemies, you know. So
I completely agree with that, man. I'm still trying to learn and grow as a DM, and I feel like that's going to be like the next kind of big step I take as far as like mechanics. I can write as much lore as I want to, but like at the end of the day, mechanics and clarity of play are going to be the things that keep us coming back. Like just the ability to move and not be hindered by communication.
Yeah.
Like, I know Hartman was kind of juggling stuff with Destiny 2 or whatever he was playing.
Yeah, he was playing Destiny all the time.
Okay, I think his roommates were fucking in the background there for a second, but I didn't want to say anything.
When the lights went out,
they were making out. It's fine.
Yeah, when the lights went out,
There's something heavy petting going on, and then they made Oreo balls. So
yeah, like more power to you. Like that's great.
Yeah, no, I feel real fucking single right now. It's okay. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
What is it the kids say? Down bad.
Yeah, down bad, boy.
When he was saying that they made an Oreo ball, I thought he was about to say they made a kid. I was like, yeah, probably.
Well, Matt, so far you are doing a great job at the most important part of being a DM, which is making sure that the shit is fucking really fun, which that was, in my opinion.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I also like.
See if I can keep it up.
It seems we're. I think we're not doing XP, right?
Oh, it's milestone.
Oh fuck! I hate XP. XP is so dumb. XP
I've never run XP.
XP is so weird because it makes it seem like every form of progression in this entire world is based on how well you kill stuff. Like, oh, I read thousands of textbooks, but I'm level 1 as a wizard because I've never murdered something. Oh no.
Ridiculous. I don't like XP for that reason.
Yeah, XP only
my good friend
for the king, where you know it's a
for the
turn-based
king.
RPG. It's great, right? It's a turn-based RPG, but like you can go grind some monsters for a minute and then come back. You can't just go grind some enemies in D&D and come back. Like, no.
I mean, I don't know. NPCs are worth XP.
I'm so happy someone plays.
Civilians.
Like you're worth some XP.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for whenever we level up because funny story about Artificer. I am very Firebolt is the only thing I do until I get a subclass. Firebolt and sometimes other thing. My only attack spell right now is Firebolt.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all now. Go ahead and tell y'all now, real quick. This first going to be the exception, probably because of the way his patron works. But generally speaking, I'm going to let you all level up after a long rest. So this upcoming long rest, depending on where we are in the story at that point, I'll probably let you level up after a long rest. Just
like Oblivion style?
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of.
Case? Okay.
As a patron, you're going to have... Narratively, patrons, I think, offer a lot of opportunities for like messing or like where the intersection of gameplay and mechanics meet. Like, you're not a cleric. You can't entreat your patron for stuff, but you can ask them to. It'll make sense when I get to it. Okay, Christopher, you and I know about your patron and kind of where they stand, where they come from, what their goals are, more or less. Or I've got more of an idea than you do, but
sure, I read some of the articles.
Your powers will emerge when I need them to. I hate to say it that way because it sounds like I'm gonna like favor you, like when I don't know how to get you out of a situation. But I've got presets in mind.
Okay.
So I'll flesh those out. Work on them.
Generic as
generally.
How do you feel
again?
having a mounted flamethrower? I'm asking for like later reference.
Like, I put it on my shield.
Yeah, just like you having flamethrower. How would you feel about that?
Oh man, I think that's up to Matt how that works, but it sounds dope.
I think that's great. I had this idea about like late game stuff. I basically like would be so down if Moldovius just like kidded the fuck out of all of us. It was just like we just went on some quests to get Moldovius some cool stuff, and then he just like building us some new armor, some new shields, shoulder mounted like frost cannon. Bada bing, bada boom, you know. Like,
I love that you just explained exactly. I'm a glorified support class.
I
don't do much except give you guys more efficiency and like kind of do more DPS when you need to finish something off.
I did roll and win that thing to get Marcus's first enchantment, but I immediately lost it because I promised him I'd only cast Smite, and then I cast nothing but Command.
I'll give myself the +1 AC. You could have had 19 AC at level 3.
I'm gonna be the one taking hits for you.
Wait, you have a shield too, right? Oh, yeah, +2 from the shield.
Yeah.
I should probably.
I'm just glad the characters alive. Now I can bring them back later and just have them remember you.
The assholes then.
Yeah, I feel like Tiberius is gonna be like a fucking like a recurring villain. He's gonna come back and be like, "Take this shit off my sword now."
I want to mention I did note down Patricia by name, and had to add.
for sure.
I had to add Titty to my TIDDY to my
Diddy.
notes dictionary so I could have her as Patricia, the big titty Minotaur girlfriend. So I expect her to be a recurring character by name. That's my after the session. I'm coming back to Menagerie and looking for Patricia.
Look, I'm not even and I haven't taken a single note.
Oh, dude, I got it. It's all good.
It's okay. I've got notes. I've got stuff written up. Patricia exists in my notes as like I came up with the name on the spot, but the character is in my notes of like random NPC ideas. I was like, I'll never get to use this character. And then he was like, is there some group of people I can ask that know their way around? I was like, oh my God, hold on.
Diddy, Patricia.
I just brought it back. She was just like,
yes.
That's what I've been waiting for.
In the air. That'll be 5 gold pieces.
yeah.
I think that was fun about this situation. We had a lot of very fun rolls, and dice rolling is what makes D&D fun.
Honestly.
Throws Hartman a foot in the air. That'll be 5 gold pieces. Chris almost takes a man with a family out on some non-lethal bullshit. The one time someone attacks me, they roll like 20 plus.
Jenny, when you were like, yeah, you know, knights used to have like pictures of their families in their helmet. I was like, oh no. I was like, yeah, they all have beards. It's like,
right after that first campaign. Go ahead.
Should mention that canonically, and I think Jenny's the one that noticed this one. The facial reconstruction guy is the boyfriend of Cafe Girl.
Oh no!
Yeah, I heard of.
Oh no! So we really can't go.
So that's canon.
So we pissed him off by not tipping his girlfriend. Is essentially what happened. Yeah.
He didn't pay his girlfriend.
Part of it, yeah. Took the tourist post to be next close to the girl.
I also love that the way that you described your wounds is just me as a fucking mechanic. I have no idea how this cleric bullshit works. I'm like, fix?
Right after the last session, I went on I went through Reddit looking for places to buy dice, and then I went through Etsy, and we don't even use physical dice. I just want some pretty dice.
That's fair, bro. That's fair.
I love them.
I used to becomes the addiction of every consistent D&D player. Just because rolling dice is fun, and then you I have 1 D20 that I've never rolled above a 10 on.
I have literally loved dice so much since I was a kid. I used to steal them out of the board games in the house and collect them in my room just to fucking play with them. I've loved dice my whole life. Just they're so much fun.
I have an ice mold for a D20. It's like this giant D20 stone. And you just fill up with water and put it in your freezer, and you just have a D20. You can roll and stuff and put in your drinks. Cool.
It melts every time you roll it.
It does a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna use that next time I'm over, bud.
I don't even know where it is right now, honestly.
Better fucking find it.
Yeah.
Do what? Are there black people in your city, Matt? In Menagerie?
Okay, so the way I picture the human race in this is
white,
various shades of ambiguous ish, But yes, there are black people and there are lighter skinned people. It's not necessarily separated by geographical. Well, there is geography, of course, but it's not a whole culture thing.
There's no redlining. There's no redlining.
Thank you for humoring my question about the human race economics of Menagerie.
It's not like Earth, not real life Earth race separation. Yeah.
Or in America.
It's more like there's less of a deal there when there are bulls on 2 feet walking around, or fucking Vidalcan. I don't know if you know what those are, but they're fucking scary. Or Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti.
Their difference aren't that much of a difference in the long run. Humans are viewed as this one kind of homogenous lump. They breed quickly, they live decently long, and they get really good at fighting. And that's kind of how they became de facto dominant force.
Some of them are gay for some reason.
When I was making,
it's not even a big deal,
Wait, this is actually a question in the lore of D&D. Is homosexuality just is that an existing feature in all races of D&D, or is it just is that just a human thing that they think is weird? They're you guys.
There are some races that are not gender dimorphic, I think kobolds and Vidalcan and some other aquatic species don't have like actual gender. Warforged, of course, don't have a gender. But yeah, no, gay, bi, whatever, they exist. That's fine.
So
Interesting.
an Eric.
Really cool, yeah.
Oh, they also I found some really cool that I never thought about, but there's actually like a section like this like custom thing a guy made, and it's like a materials list that gives like these really good homebrews for like half parentage. So like if you're half celestial or something, or what do they call it? The white angel class? Aasimar. So like Aasimars are like angels. So like if you're half Aasimar, then it gives you like a stat block for that. And then you get to like divide it if you're like half Aasimar, half Minotaur or something for some reason. And
if you find that, send me the link. That sounds like something I'd definitely love to read.
Yeah, it's like really solid. You basically like when you have to like pick like the features you inherit from your parentage. Like you don't get all of the Aasimar features, you inherit some of them. So like you're resistant to radiant damage.
I was so disappointed when I was making Arnor and I found out that Yuan-Ti are a monstrous race, because I wanted to play a Yuan-Ti so bad, like a pureblood. The human ones,
snake people. Yeah,
they would. They seem so cool.
Are so. You should read more about them. The lore of how they exist is so interesting.
Yeah, I read a little bit. They like hate humans, so the purebloods that are closer to humans are actually the lower caste in their society.
Yeah, no. Yuan-Ti hate purebloods like so much. They send them away to like be spies in human settlements, more so because they don't like having them around than because it's like practical.
Yeah, it seems
they exist in this world. Just by the by, the Yuan-Ti Empire is separated by geography and oceans, but they are active political power, just not relevant at the current time.
Yeah.
I never explained my parentage to Matt. That was the thing I need to DM you about later. I never explained how weird Molduvius' parentage is.
Yeah, send it in, man. Send it all. Send the links.
Yeah, you guys are gonna meet my family in the next episode, maybe.
Are you all changelings? That's gonna fuck with my brain if you are.
It's a family of changelings. I'm a changeling.
You all just change into each other. Wait,
no, there's some fun.
And you just identify as a dragonborn. That's so fun.
You'll get to see.
Yeah, sure. I don't.
Yeah. There's some stuff going on there.
Changelings are weird creatures. I don't care about your guys' existence. I would sell you guns for my neo-capitalist goal. So
you're playing capitalist so well. Like, oh my, I love it so much. Like the reason that we met is because you saw us and you were like, "This is an opportunity to make money." You said, "Hey,
very good."
Yeah. Spoiler: I was talking to Simone, and it was kind of Simone's idea, but she was like, "What if you made a character like that girl from My Hero Academia, where you don't like care about anything except advertising your shit, and you want an adventuring party to wear your gear around so people will want to buy it."
Dude, that is,
I love it.
So good.
Like, wow, you're so strong. How did you like not take damage from that attack? Well, actually, if you go to Molduvius' makes and models, it gives you a +3 to AC with 1 low-cost infusement.
Don't worry, I did note down your promo code, so expect that in the future.
You did?
Yeah. I told you, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm about to piss myself, so I gotta get off.
Do you have the recording of the first session?
No, I mentioned this before. What the fuck was that, Marcus? I mentioned this before, but because like the weird audio shit that was going on. Okay, bye. I think you said that actually. I thought that was you for a second. Because like the weird audio shit that was going on, like I couldn't have something muted and like it still come through the computer to record, so I ended up not recording. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fair. I have this entire thing up to like it's still going right.
Okay. Delete this. Okay.
So we won't have our first session on archives, but we will have this and the following.
We got in the bulk of it. We know what's going on. Whoever watches probably catch up. If you will send me the link, my buddy Walker wants to watch it. Just because.
Yeah. For sure.
So,
the guy that came in earlier.
Watch all that. Yeah. I will that was a happy accident. Just worked out really well.
It was I
Yeah,
definitely had to do an assignment during the last half of that. So like I was like half not paying attention during the last half.
I wondered, but it's all good. You got it done. We got through the session. Had a lot of fun. Yeah,
there's
this was great.
notes.
That's it. Thank y'all very much. This is a good session. I can't have a good session with players. Y'all made it very enjoyable.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night.
See y'all after next week.